dismissed her
He
for sure.
dismissed it.
Oh yeah.
He dismissed it completely. He said that I was thinking things, that I was being
Yeah.
paranoid.
Because
You
your
lived in
ex-husband
Rome.
was Italian, right?
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
He was
100%
Roman.
dismissed her for
He was
sure.
Roman, who is the worst part of Italian. He was Roman.
Yeah, you lived in Rome, so this isn't like the Sicilian mafia. This is like
No, this is the
this is like
Roman mafia, which is a lot less known, but a lot more dangerous.
Yeah.
It's because they are subtle and they don't go to the news, but what they do is akin to Sicilian mafia,
incredible.
and they kind of infiltrate. So like there are
And
parts of them that, like
you know,
the
just at this
oh my god,
small job,
yeah.
not know what you're doing.
Listen, I noticed after the first week, and I was telling my husband, he's like, "No, that's you're paranoid. You know you're." I was like, "No, listen,
You're crazy. You're cracked. You lost your mind.
Crazy.
Yeah, you're crazy. What are you talking about?
What about you? Eat your
What are you
spicy
talking
meatball and
about?
get out of
That's
my
crazy,
room.
Mario.
What are you
Mario.
saying there, Mafia? My love, what are you saying there, Mafia?
Me amore, what is wrong with you?
She told me that because if she ever sees me like breaking spaghetti,
I will kill
she
him.
would disown me.
You should
Break-
break spaghetti. anyway.
breaking
Why are you
Yeah,
breaking
just
spaghetti?
Get a big
Here's the
pot.
thing.
Like,
Because
just
people
give
who
a
don't
big-
know. 'Cause here's the thing. People who don't know how to cook break it in the pot because they don't know that.
What
it'll
is-
just-
wait,
it'll
get a
break-
bigger pot.
it'll
Break
just-
it in the pot? What?
because
Wait.
they don't think it fits. So they put the spaghetti in the boiling water. It
No,
doesn't
just
break
fit
wait
to
for
them.
like 2 seconds and gently
Yes,
push
and
down
it'll
on the other
become
side.
noodles and go down. That's what people
There's
don't
actually-
understand.
I am so
There's actually a
confused.
TikTok.
Breaking noodles?
No, there's actually a
A lot of
TikTok.
white people just break the noodles in half. Tim.
Yeah, so there's an
What?
American girl.
Ugh.
Yeah. There's an American girl who's married to an Italian boy, and she posted those things. She pokes fun at him on purpose to get his reaction. And one of her videos was her, "Okay, honey, I'm gonna prepare dinner," and she goes and breaks the spaghetti, and then he goes, "My love, but what are you doing, my love? You want to kill me here, my love? You don't break the spaghetti, but why are you breaking the spaghetti, my love?" And it's so funny. And
Do
she
not
took
break the
him to
pasta.
and, and she took him to eat pineapple pizza.
Oh my
And
god.
and he sat down and he was like, don't tell my friends that, because if I will not admit it out of pure pride, but this is kind of good.
Oh my god.
But he's like, you didn't
Pineapple
hear it
pizza.
from me, and I'm not gonna admit it to anyone in public. But this is kind of
That's funny. Anyway.
they're really funny. Yeah, I have stories, you guys. I worked for the mob only. Hey, internet, FBI. I didn't know.
Hi, internet.
I
She
didn't
was
know.
a mob wife. Get her.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
Anyways.
Hey, we're appearing on Google now, so we have to be careful with what we say.
Oh,
Yeah.
Google can get fucked. Like, I don't give a shit.
Google has a lot worse than me than that. Let's go.
So, getting into our session today, picking up where we left off last time, you guys had, wait, fuck, what did you do?
Holy shit. Attack the Templar on the road.
Yeah, we attacked
That's right,
Templars
that's what
already.
happened last session. Oh man,
Are we using the word "we" on that?
Because I
Well,
almost
someone
went,
attacked the Templar
I
on the road.
did, but most people did attack Templar. Only Leo didn't.
last week was just weird.
Leo got
for-
that kill shot on that. Let's not forget.
On the girl, not the Templar.
Also true. Never mind.
Yeah.
You never attacked
Uh,
the Templar.
Last week was super weird, in me remembering if any of the games happened. So I was like, yeah, we fought a bear, and I was like, wait, why doesn't that feel right? That's because that's not what happened. Yes, the Templars were a thing that happened last week. As you were traveling down the Imperial Highway, you saw being chased by 4 heavily armored individuals on horseback, a woman seeming a bit frazzled and worse for wear. She rushed straight to your wagon and just climbed in next to Morocco. before anyone could have a chance to really ask what was going on, Nevarra rushed forward on his horse and just blasted these Templars with a bit of magic.
That's a treat.
The Templars did not take well to that. A fight broke out. Nevarra was knocked unconscious and manacled. And you all watched as this woman turned out to be a blood mage. A very nasty blood mage using blood magic that would make even a Teventer go, at least in public. Not wanting to kill the Templars, she didn't take kindly to that, and she very purposefully killed one of the Templars, deciding, well, maybe we should stop her. Some of you turned on her, some of you kept fighting the Templars. Eventually, the fight ended. The Templars left with the woman, I think. Left with her corpse. She didn't die. You knocked her unconscious, right?
You knocked her unconscious.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Left with her
And we gave
body
it to the Templars.
and told you basically that you all were fucking stupid. And if you wanted to see what she was truly capable of, to stop off at a farmstead up north and see why they were hunting her. Despite yourselves, some of you came to the realization that, while you don't like it, the world has a place and possibly a need for some Templars. You stopped off at this farmstead. Serana and Cassian laid to rest the family who once lived here. A blood magic ritual, a rite of summoning was done here. You can still smell the acrid stench of the Fade permeated with the corpses and the blood. You moved on, made camp, and began to rest for the evening. Nevarra and Isen had a conversation with Verlin, which seemed lighthearted enough, until Nevarra went off the train by himself. And he was visited by Verlin, small 10-year-old Dalish boy, who seemed to be exhibiting some strange behavior. They had a short conversation before Verlin went back to camp. Before he left, he said something very, very out of character to Nevarra. Blessing him with the words of the Dreadwolf. In not an insulting way, but in a way that should make you feel good. But because of the history of the Dalish, it does not.
Yeah.
So left there, speechless for a moment. I know. I'll see.
We
Said he
can
wanted.
continue the next day. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Because he probably wouldn't immediately rush after. He probably would continue his training in the morning, be like,
No.
so it's good.
Eventually, you guys wake up, rested and ready to continue your travel. If Morocco is to be believed, you should be in Nevarra City within 2 days, lest anything happens to yours or his wagon. You pick up camp and begin to head out.
Man, Thetis is fucking big.
It's massive.
It's taken us 6 days to go from one city to another in the same country.
In the same country.
It's yeah.
That's how the world be, dog.
That's how it used to be.
Holy fuck.
You
Before
can only really have a city next to a river.
True.
That was pretty much the only option.
You need that water source.
Yeah.
Yeah, or an ocean, like Cumberland is.
Or an
Yeah.
ocean.
How's Morocco doing? How's he doing?
Morocco.
On this
He-
fine morning.
He seems to have gotten over it, whether it was because of the Dragon Chess game with Cassian or just that conversation they had. He seems ready to move on.
All right.
Back to his normal depressed self.
How's the other half of that issue doing, Nevarra?
No, he make an insight.
I just gave you Morocco's for free. Alcy is like, fuck you.
10.
There's a good chance. No, my deception isn't that great. Yeah. He seems to be back in a normal mood. He's back to the sort of like airy kind of personality that he puts on. But you do see that he has not removed the manacles from us just yet.
Elves frolic in the woods. All right, I got it.
Like he's back to his like, you know, leisurely stride and like a small smile on his face and stuff like that.
Cool. Gonna get everything ready. Gentle repose the meats and skin again, keeping that nice and tight.
19 days.
Nice
Yep.
and tight.
Hell yeah. Gonna sell that shit. We're gonna use that fucking hide. Gonna make some leather armor for my leather armor wearing homies. That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right.
Because here's the thing, Tim said this is the only time you're gonna fight a great bear. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
use
need
that. We
Great
need
Bear.
to use that.
Great Bear Armor. That seems so fucking cool. At some point after, you know, we go to breakfast or whatever before we start heading out, Nara's going to try and grab he's gonna go over. Oh wait, she's not here, so it doesn't matter.
No, she's not. That's why I was gonna mention, like, we probably should do that at a different time.
I forgot. She wasn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, never mind.
He ruminates on what he's going to say.
Yeah, he thinks on it a bit. Like,
As you guys begin your day of travel, if there's no other business or conversations to be had, I need somebody to roll a d10.
oh boy.
Oh, I need to do what? You know, get into roll 20.
Okay. No one else gonna roll
All right,
d20?
Mob
You wanna do
Wife,
it?
let's go.
You want to roll?
Who are you?
I haven't rolled yet.
You
You
go
have
for
it.
it.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
I have to go on roll 20 because that would be good. Correct? Correct.
Oh,
It
Great
is
Bear, was it
That's
late?
an 8.
Yeah, last
I
time it
don't
dropped Templars on us,
Might
so
have
I
been.
don't want to be responsible for something bad again.
An 8.
I don't
Another
really
bear.
laugh.
I don't
Another
wanna
Great
laugh.
Bear.
Never getting to this fucking city.
No, you are. You absolutely are.
Oh my god.
Everyone roll a perception check.
Ugh.
Wow, open my character sheet just in time for me to fail.
That's
See?
a high
Fail.
18.
Oh my god, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Let's see her voice. Say something.
Hazel.
Oh my god. She's been
crunch.
abducted.
She opened her voice. She opened her mouth,
Yeah,
and you.
she's a kiss
We all
you
took
all
She's right. She's a
Uh,
kiss right for yesterday.
52 psychic damage.
Take 52 psychic damage. Just
Oh,
gonna say.
I'm just gonna sit here. It's we love you, hush.
No, he's a come back.
Roll a
to
perception
us.
check while you're just sitting there.
I got over that disconnect button so quick, but she muted just in time. I was about to be like, no.
We
That
took
was giving me
52
a
ping.
real bad reaction.
Oh, she's not even roll 20 yet. You're fine, Hazel. Take your time. Okay, so 18, 11. Do you have advantage, Leovan?
No. I
Okay.
just don't know how to roll 20.
There,
15,
buddy.
17, 18.
Want me to turn a toggle on for you, bud?
Let me roll for Itikond.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lean back this whole session. Fuck. Head hurts.
Head hurty. 10. All right.
Easy.
Get a
Nice.
full, tissue your sinus.
So, Serana and Finnan, yeah, that tracks. In order to, maintain the pace at which you've been traveling, during the day of travel, you definitely have to, like, take a break to allow the horses to be fed and watered, and you are currently in the process of doing that. As you're doing this, Finnan and Serana, you kind of keeping a lookout, being the more perceptive of the group, and you both have to do a double take as you see walking up to you and just past you is a butt-ass naked human man. Scraped, slightly
Now we're
bruised,
talking.
covered in dirt, dark hair, kind of
Is he a writer?
dusky skinned, a little
Podcaster?
Jeffrey
5 o'clock shadow on his face. He just passes by, like, kind of winks and nods at you all. Good morning. Hope you're doing well.
Morning.
Good
And
morning.
he just keeps walking as he says that.
What?
And none of the rest of us see it?
Now you hear it. You hear good morning. And you, like, look over. You're like, what the fuck?
How did you get past this?
You alright, sir?
Yeah, do you need any help?
Walk of shame.
He kind of stops and turns. And he's like, right. Why would you ask that?
You seem to be in your
Bad
Been in a bit of a scrape. You've got
and
cuts
also
on
you're,
you.
Yeah, you're bruised.
This mild misunderstanding. Well, you're all an eclectic bunch of people, aren't you?
That seems to
Dalish.
be very, very
Cool.
forward, considering you were a naked man walking up the Imperial Highway.
Oh, no. Trust me, this is fine. Truly,
Mhm.
yes. Do you... He, like, looks at you all incredulously. None of you recognize me. At
Are
all.
we supposed to?
He like half half turns around and, like, kind of
Do we
throws
recognize?
his hands up. Make a history check.
A history check.
I'll do one too, even though I have a 0. 14.
Everyone.
17.
There's
Okay.
only
Sorry,
I
I-
would, right?
Well, Anna and Sala knows everything.
No, sorry, that was Fennan's sheet.
No, I'm just
switching back to
poking
mine.
fun at you.
This is a part thing, right? It's nothing like I can't make this, Tim? Question mark.
I mean, no, you can if you want.
Interesting.
Okay. You look, Nevarra, as someone who has long studied historical things of Dalish, elven cultures, of just the world in general. You kind of tilt your head to the side and you see, like, his face slightly older, but you do recognize this man. You recognize him because he is the famous bard and author, Lucas Dramone.
He just like tilts his head a bit and like squints his eyes, and gives like a. If you squint real hard, you seem like Master Dramone.
Ah! He, like, snaps and points at you. I knew it! People do know my name, those fuckers.
Forgive me for not having knowledge of you. Who are you exactly?
Well, allow me to introduce myself. I am Lucas Dramone, famous bard, author, and all around wonderful lad.
Does the name ring a bell now when it's said out loud?
Yeah. Totally.
It doesn't, except to
Doesn't.
you, Serana, because you're like, wait, I know. And then your eyes just squint, because one of this man's most famous books is a smut novel known as Andraste's Breath.
Okay, would I know this book? Would I know this book?
Cassie knows all the smut.
Do
I
you
feel like
really,
I
that's
know
what you know
smut?
smut manga. That's
Do you
smut
really
novel.
religious smut?
Smut manga.
I mean, I
Smut manga.
probably did.
I read the novel, but I said
Whoa. All right, calling it smut is a bit droll and insulting. It was a great work.
Well, I will say, when I read the title, I thought it was a story about her powers and magnificence.
Well, it certainly was.
Yeah, then I started reading and I put it down immediately. No disrespect, it's just not something.
Well,
I'm
perhaps
into.
you've read another one of my stories. A Midsummer Nightmare? Death of a Templar? Who's Afraid of a Forest Bear? The Merchant of Orlais? None of these...
You seem to think. Are your books popular in the free marches?
My books are popular everywhere, especially in the free
Oh.
marches. My most famous book in the free march is A Knight's Tale.
Oh,
Yes,
righty
it's no
then.
reference. I love you so much.
So, Mr. Drummond, again, why are you naked and walking up the
I
King's,
Was
Imperial Highway?
accosted on the road a few nights ago, and I've been walking, trying to make my way to Nevarra City ever since.
How tall is this man?
Just over 6 foot tall.
Okay, so I could probably not offer him my extra set of clothes.
I was
I'm
gonna
very
say-
I could offer mine.
And at no point, because there are people traveling this road, at no point
Yeah.
did you ask for a pair of pants.
Also, at no point, nobody else just killed you. You seem
just-
very vulnerable.
Or just gave you a pair of pants, really.
Well,
right.
We fought several bandits on the way up here. How did you avoid them?
They probably don't think he's hiding coins up his ass. At least not enough to
Man.
reach up there.
some
Maybe
have checked, but
having-
they've learned that no, I am in fact not holding.
Now, I will say, having read some of his books, it's quite possible.
He's got
Cassie-
more than one.
Cassie,
Uh,
do you have an
It was
extra
interesting.
pair of pants? I don't think mine would fit this man.
Can't we just give him a fucking blanket or something?
Yeah. Sure.
I'm not giving him my fine clothes, but maybe we can find something.
Do we have a spare blanket in the ox cart?
You do, yeah.
I'm gonna go to Morocco and say, "Do we have a pair of pants that we can give to this poor man?"
I have just an extra set
Yeah,
of.
I mean, if we have
regular
to,
clothes,
sure.
that's-
Why not?
Thank you.
And you, Ryder, whatever you said your name was, we're heading to Nevarra City. Need a ride? Oh, that would actually be quite glorious, actually. I've been traveling for some time, and I would like to not walk anymore. Of course, I'd be more than willing to pay you upon arriving. I do have a home there, so...
Payment will be acceptable, yes.
As long as
Hop
there's
on
anything you
the
manage to
wagon, I
carry
guess.
on your person right now.
What'd you say, Nahara?
I said as long as it's nothing, any coins you're managing to have in your person right now.
No, yeah.
I can assure you there is nothing hidden from you in the current moment on this
Yes, and
road.
It's disturbing. Anyway, hey Tim, just how long does it look like he's been walking? Like, if I look at his feet.
Looking at his feet, probably a good couple of days.
Ooh, buddy. So they're like blisters and
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it seems you've been walking a long time. You might want to sit down. And there should be like a stoop at the back of the wagon, right?
Yeah, like a little tailgate.
Yeah, like a tailgate. And I just usher him to sit down there.
Fennon will hand him a water skin. It's like, you look like you could use some water, probably as well.
If you need food,
Hi.
we have bear meat as well.
Ale. You have ale? Beer?
No.
Just water? I suppose that'll do, sure.
All of a sudden, I'm starting to realize why might you have been accosted in the road.
Why, 'cause I like beer?
Never mind. Just take the water.
Alright, I'm taking the water, yeah.
That's Cassian. He's a little weird.
Most of it are. That's alright.
You're
Thank
walking
you.
naked up the Imperial Highway, and we're still on the high ground of you calling other people weird?
To be fair, he was
Exactly.
stripped. It apparently is not for his weird next degenerate book.
I would not choose to walk amongst the Imperial Highway nude as the day I was born, if that is what you're asking.
Now, is your
It is-
emphasis over the fact that you did not choose this, or that you wouldn't do it on the Imperial Highway?
That's a good point.
Precisely.
Would you do it on the King's Road in Ferelden?
Or up a side street?
I've actually traveled the King's Road in Ferelden.
Nice back alley.
I was on a bit of a book tour in Ferelden a few years back, selling my new, well, it was new at the time, best-selling Tainted Love. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh,
Have I ever
No.
heard of it?
Whoa.
I don't know anymore.
I
Roll,
make a
roll a
guess.
history check.
Warden Smut.
Roll a history check.
Oh, tainted love.
he needs to meet Varric. That's what I'm understanding here.
11.
11?
I probably
No,
don't
you-
read books apart
yeah.
from Tevinter books. Yeah.
he just goes, let me tell you in a sentence. It is an alternate universe retelling of the first Blight, and how a low grey warden dared to go where no one had ever gone before, and seduced
Right.
Dumont right out of her
Uh-huh.
scales.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I really
Warden
don't
Smut,
want
like I
to.
said.
No, I don't want to hear it. I really don't.
You wrote a book about a warden fucking the archdemon.
Fucking her to death, as a matter of fact.
I think we need to move on from this.
Yes,
I-
please.
No.
I really
Sam,
listen.
question.
I love a good
Fenton?
story like anyone, but this one is. No.
Fenton is gonna
Um,
hop into the wagon with this man, sit
Lord.
down, pull out her leatherworker's tools, and kind of get to work.
It's
Could
work
you
on
give me a
what?
summary? She's gonna make him like little booties.
Ooh,
Not
how
like
about pants
actual-
first? How about pants first?
We gave him
gave him
pants.
pants.
We asked if we could have pants.
No, we
Morocco
just
gave
gave
it
them.
pants.
I thought you guys gave him a blanket.
Yeah,
I
that.
asked Morocco for pants.
Whatever is covering his giblets, it doesn't matter.
No.
His
Yeah.
giblets are covered.
His giblets are covered by a
You're
blanket.
saying this man's gonna be walking with pants? Like, not pants. He's gonna have booties and a blanket around his nakedness.
We gave him
This-
pants.
Now a fucking pervert.
We
Yeah,
gave
that
him
is that is a trench coat with naked underneath in public.
We
very
gave the
awkward
man
morning.
pants, Alcia.
I thought we gave him pants. I asked Morocco if
Yeah,
he had
we
a
asked
spare
Morocco for
pair
pants. We
of
gave him
pants.
pants.
Oh, you guys asked Morocco for pants?
I
He asked
did.
Morocco for pants, and he went. To be fair, they also asked, "Can we, like, can he come with us?" And he went, "Sure," in the same sentence. And
I
then that was
forgot
it.
about
That
the
was
pants
extent.
comment. Yeah, no,
Like,
he's
Captain was like, "Do you
Morocco
have
gives
a
him
spare set of
pants. Yeah, that's fine. I missed that entirely.
Hey Tim,
Yeah,
is Varric Tefris a known author by this point in time?
no,
No? Okay.
No.
Just
not
out of
quite.
character. Wanted to know that.
This is
Anyway.
a very awkward morning.
Oh, I find it quite fortuitous that I came upon you. I wouldn't say it's awkward at all.
I would love to hear this story if you'd give me a summary.
Well, I'm sure you would. I spent 6 months in the Silent Plains studying all manner of monstrosity and ghoul and creature just to get every.
You've been to the Silent Plains.
Yes, that's. I'm not. I just don't write blind.
Has he actually?
I would
been
like to
the
hear
Silent
everything
Plains?
about it.
Roll an insight check.
I would love.
Yeah.
I want to know too. Let's see. Let's just see because why not? Hey, sounds accurate.
Okay.
Probably got a very high deception.
So anyone who rolled under 20, he's hard to read. And despite his current manner, you have a hard time not finding him the slightest bit charming. He's very charismatic.
Oh no, he's a deer.
Um,
I get it.
Isin,
Paul Bettany,
you
of
look
course
at
it is.
him, and you're kind of beside yourself as you're like, this motherfucker actually spent 6 months in the Silent Plains.
Oh, so he's
Excellent.
literally Bolo. Got it.
Isabel.
Now, if you're not going into it blind, are you suggesting that your 6 months of studying creatures meant that you're trying to lay with them? Because that's a bit concerning.
Oh,
Exactly.
that would be perverted.
You're naked walking down the street, and you didn't.
I was
suggest-
accosted.
You didn't suggest that it would be.
Also,
It
you
wouldn't be
wrote-
okay otherwise.
Also, your
oh.
entire bibliography would have.
Yes, you
Good.
wrote about a Grey Warden sleeping with an archdemon. If that's not perverted, I don't know what is.
That's
Yeah,
not
you wrote
perverse.
two-
What is more?
wrote-
What is more perverse? The annihilation of a singular entity, or the love story between two consenting creatures?
Right.
The smut on Blessed Andraste herself.
Well, you know.
I'm sure the Chantry has completely demeaned that book.
Yes,
How many
they
times
they
do you
did
think
not
that's
like
been
that
put
one.
around through the Templar Order. I'm willing to bet a few have to know.
I'm sure it's gotten people to join the Templar Order.
Ugh.
Well, to be fair, like,
No?
you know, it wasn't just the content of that book that got me in trouble. It was just all the anti-religion
Sacrilege?
rhetoric that was within.
I would
But,
imagine, yes.
you know, I mean, I do have to ask, do you know the difference between the divine and an archdemon?
But I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Well, one's a hideous ancient beast that commands a horde of mindless followers, and the other's a dragon.
I got it. Yeah.
Fennon is grinning so wide.
Cousin is just start laughing out loud.
Divine Dorothea is actually a nice woman, but very well.
I do wonder what Andraste's question to the Maker was. He's been awfully quiet ever since she ashed it.
I
Uh,
am going to leave for this car.
I'm starting to hate you.
No, you're not. She probably is, as he points to Serana.
Oh yes, and she's quite dangerous when she hates people.
I like him. Tell us more
Hmm.
about the Silent Plains.
Andraste, forgive this man. He does not know why he's.
More about the Silent Plains. Why would you want to know about that awful place? It's not
I
fun,
like awful places.
I'll tell you that.
I'm a warden. I like awful places.
You're a Grey Warden! Oh,
No.
well, hello.
She kind of like
What-
points to her little cowl. Like, is no colors? Never mind. Yes, I am.
Truly. Huh.
Is that hard to believe?
Is it true what they say about Grey Wardens, that they have to lay with Darkspawn to get their powers or whatever?
Oh no.
I think
Yeah.
you
We don't
started
fuck-
that rumor.
I think
I
so.
did not start that one, I can promise you that.
Can I tell you what it is?
No, please. And you see, like, he, like, absentmindedly, like, reaches to his side, he's like, shit, I don't have my stuff, never mind.
Quill.
You seem to be reaching for
You have
stuff for writing.
Yeah, he does.
Navarra likes this guy. He'll give him some parchment, ink stuff.
No.
Like
They
that, all the
they
stuff for
take
writing.
us down
Incredible.
into the deep roads.
Alright.
We have to catch a darkspawn ourselves.
Catch one.
Catch
Interesting.
one. Right. You have to cut off its head, scoop out its brains, and make it into a smoothie. Drink it.
Roll a deception
That's
check.
in the dark room.
It's kind of a half truth.
Yeah, like da-da-da-da-da. Where's deception?
Roll high.
15.
15. You see, he's like nodding and like just fervently like writing in the book. And then he kind of like looks at what he's writing and nods at it and like flips the book over and it just says, "Stop bullshitting me."
You're right. I am bullshitting you. No, you just You join, you train, you're Grey Warden.
That's it. You just have to be well off with the sword.
I mean,
We'll
and
first be
dedicate
taken.
your life to eradicating the Darkspawn. To be ready with
Darkspawn,
Blight.
monsters,
and-
blight, blah. Yes, all that, of course, but
You have to go through trials down in the deep roads, yeah, but
Is it common
she kind of just
for
shrugs.
people? Is it common for people to know that they have to drink
No,
Darkspawn?
that is not
No.
known.
All
That is
right.
a warden secret.
That is a warden
That's
secret.
a secret, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Before you join in Origins, the recruits aren't told shit of what they have to do.
I don't remember Origins so much.
No, you should probably play it again. It's a fucking good game. But
It's a fucking good
Oh.
game, dog.
I tried and I couldn't.
I'm curious, why are you so interested in the Silent Plains? That place is just awful. It sucks.
Like I said, I like dangerous places. And I like monsters.
Oh,
Want to hear more about them? If you'll indulge me.
oh, well, of course, absolutely.
Give me your foot.
I beg your pardon?
I'm gonna make you something to protect your feet. At least till we
Oh.
get to the city.
Shoes.
She's got like her extra scraps of leather from when she made that doggy backpack.
All right, sure. He
Do
gives
you want to
you
be barefoot?
no. Bears are quite awful, so I would not.
Oh, we killed a bear yesterday.
No, you didn't.
We did.
Look
Yes,
in
we
the,
did.
Look
Yes,
in the
we
wagon.
did.
It got points to the meat.
Look in the cart. Yeah.
Yeah, we got
I
that.
He
She
like,
like,
he like leans
Take out
back
the
and like
tarp off
looks
the
in
hide.
the wagon.
Yeah.
Who in the bloody
red
blazes are you people?
You know,
adventurers.
normal people. Ah.
Just folks passing through.
The nice people of Thetis.
That was at least 7 different answers you just gave me, but that's all right.
They're
Personally, I'm
all
Nevarra.
true.
Well met.
They're all true.
Nahara, nice to meet you.
Fennin of Redcliffe. That's Cassian. I'm Lolaris. It's in Idcod. Leo is in some shadow somewhere. Leo!
No response.
Shadow step.
Oh, look, I'm going on a date with Milana. Oh no, what if we...
That's not even plausible.
Sorry, I was trying to lure him out.
You rolled a 1 without rolling.
You roll 1 without rolling.
Eh, well, he's
Interesting.
around here somewhere.
And are you
Uh,
all interested in the Silent Plains?
I'm interested in learning anything, as long as it's true.
I love the stories of the First Blight. No particular reason. So yes.
A coit adventure is never good. However,
You're not gonna get him to be anything else. Sorry about that.
man,
We've tried.
what I just said was oxymoronic anyways, because no Teventa is good.
Oh, thank you.
Fair.
Because you know what they say, you take the magic out of Teventa, what do you get? Olay.
Oh, that was offensive now. I might have to toss you off the card.
I actually laugh at that one.
Yeah.
I might have to toss you off the card.
That's a good one.
You know, while you're sleeping, where you don't notice, bam,
You know,
Off-
on the
off the
subject
card.
of Olesians, why do you think they always wear those masks?
Here comes another one.
It keeps the shit out of their eyes when they're kissing each other's asses.
Can
These are funny.
Oh,
someone
I like
save
this
me?
man.
These are funny. The Andraste ones, I don't like them.
Anyways. Surely, if you're interested in the Silent Plains, 'cause if you are adventurers and you are showing interest, I am just going to put two and two and get five here and say that you're probably going to venture there at some point in the future.
2 and 2 is
We are
4.
headed north.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Fucking Ives and two and two
I
is
mean, yeah.
three.
It's
No,
4,
it's
I said.
There's
Oh,
four.
it's four. I thought you said it's
It's four.
three.
No.
Oh, that would've been funnier.
What is funny? He just kind of, he just kind
Wait a
of,
second.
he kind of chuckles at that comment from Serana. Well, perhaps you'll need a guide. I would be more than happy to lend my services to you. As well as my company, of course, which is just delightful.
Do you have
I
supplies in Nevarra City?
What'd you ask? What?
Do you have supplies in Nevarra City?
I have a home in Nevarra City.
Alright, good. Don't want to have to buy you anything.
Oh, you don't have to worry about purchasing me
So-
anything. I'm a famous author and writer and bard.
Right, famous author. What
Famous
were you
relative.
doing in the? What were you doing in the Imperial Highway that you got accosted, as you say, by yourself?
You know.
No, I don't. If I knew, I wasn't going to ask you. Isn't that how it works? It's fantastic.
Say a joke that offended someone.
Couldn't imagine
Yeah,
that.
did you piss the wrong person? Are you running away from something?
I'm sure I upset some of them.
So that divine joke to a bunch of Templars?
Have you ever heard of the Siren's Song?
Have I ever heard of
Have
it?
we?
Arizona?
Yeah.
Roll a history check.
History check. I'm capable of
18.
those. This probably isn't Dalish.
It's definitely not Dalish.
Probably
Wow,
not Dalish.
my curse continues. I've not rolled above a
Tahar keeping up to his name. I don't think he's rolled below a 20 on a history check yet.
All right. 22, 18. Yeah, Serana and Nevarra, you recognize it. What the fuck? Oh, okay.
Whoa, what the?
You okay?
Because this Siren Song is a game of probability, chance, and luck favored by Antivan sailors. It is a bone throwing game, and it is a gambling game.
Okay. So I've heard it like in my time in
Mm-hmm.
the Free March cities like Kirkwall next to the Waking
Yeah.
City. Yeah, okay. It's a gambling game.
So you lost all your clothes to a failed. What is it? Is it a card game or is it something else?
It's a dice.
It's a
Dice,
bone
dice.
throwing game. Yeah.
Okay,
Dice.
sorry. Yeah, he says so you lost all your clothes and your money and your possessions from a bad toss of the dice.
No, actually, no.
Oh,
you
you
see,
did too well.
You see, I lost my coin. Right. But then I lost more than what I had. One could say I sort of accrued a debt of sorts. And they were looking to take their pound of flesh. So I fled.
So do you even have things in Nevarra City
Wait,
anymore? or is-
wait.
I
Who's
was
they? Who did you play with?
just fine traveling folk, I
Who did he play
suppose.
Sense motive isn't. I mean, insight isn't. You know,
Yeah.
check thoughts, dog.
Yay. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just trying to see if he's hiding who he's playing with.
But you know, I
That's
also like
important.
my clothing was a little. People would notice me. I couldn't, wear them any longer. But I was also being chased, so I needed to hide. So I ditched my clothing and my belongings, covered myself in dirt, and sat still for 12 straight hours until the coast was clear, and then I began walking.
So you pissed off a group of people.
Yes.
Who I'm assuming are a dangerous group of people.
Probably.
Since you don't wish to tell us. And now you're on the run
Yes.
because you are in debt to them. Great. You're
And now
playing a
you're
thieving
escaping to the
game.
Silent Plains. Clever.
Well, I just need. Once I get back to Nevarra City, I can access my funds and my estate, and I can pay them back, and then it won't be more escaping, it'll be more helping you all out with your endeavors. I see a fine story and perhaps even a song looking upon all of your faces, one that I would very much like to be the author of.
I will say, we
My face is
are a
quite
group.
something indeed.
We are a group who is currently trying to avoid any outward danger. And if you bring any outward danger towards us, I would very much like to know who is chasing you. I'm trying
Just-
to be intimidating.
Roll an intimidation check.
13.
Oh, I didn't really get their names. They were just big, burly, muscled people. They were angry that I didn't have the coin I promised.
Big burly muscle people means a lot. There are thousands of groups in this world with a lot of criminal intention. So, it could be the Carta, which is possible.
Well, they went dwarves.
Well, that's good. Eliminates them at least.
We're going to the Silent Plains, which I don't think. Out of character, it doesn't have like a shit ton. People don't just go to the Silent Plains, yeah.
No,
It's not a
they
silent place
they
because
stick
there's no one
to they stick to the well documented and lit road through the Silent Plains, and make their way up north
It's like
to
that-
the
Yeah.
Imperium.
So he says, pursuit or not, we're going to the Silent Plains, and I doubt anyone's following us out there. And if what he says is true, and he's been there, the little bit of danger is probably worth the guide.
I don't trust a word out of his mouth, but having a guide is useful.
And besides, if he dies, no one's gonna cry for him, right?
I certainly won't.
Well,
And I get back on my ox cart.
I'm sure a few Templar will.
I can assure you, by the time this journey is over, you all will be just enamored with me. So,
I will see about that.
oh, we will see about that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you care for another joke? I have plenty.
I would.
No.
It's about our allegiance or
Ugh.
to Ventures, please.
If it insults
Uh.
Andraste, I'll punch you in the gut.
If it insults what?
Andraste, I'll punch you in the gut.
Oh, no, 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 no.
You can insult a Vinter. I don't give a shit.
No,
Does
we'll,
give a shit.
listen,
Passive
we
is-
will,
passive
we will,
insults Venter with every breath.
here you go, this one is one of my best. What's the difference between Ferelden and yogurt? If you leave yogurt alone for 30 years, it'll actually grow a culture.
I like that one.
If I didn't like this. Nah, that's
No, I was
fine.
gonna-
I don't care.
It's
It's
like-
sucks when it's personal,
Flick this
huh?
one a copper. No, I was gonna flick this man a copper.
He
I really
catches
like
it.
that one.
He catches the copper.
That one is really good.
Sucks when it's personal, huh, Lane?
No, she's like. I mean, it's fair. There's the dogs, and that's basically it. Our personality is.
I'll say something.
Mabari.
I'll be like, I'm surprised you sold any books in Ferelden.
You all watch as an acorn like just seems to fly out of nowhere and ping, just beam him like around the side of the head, and he's like, "Ow! What the hell?
Leo.
You
Yeah.
guys,
Leo?
you guys see where that came from? Ouch!
Oh, that's our other friend, Leo.
Oh. Have
You
I
might
sold
see
any?
him eventually.
Have I sold any books in Ferelden? Of course
I'm
I've
surprised
sold.
you did,
Come on.
considering they have very low literacy.
I think that that's the joke he was making.
Oh, that was just mean spirited.
I'm not good at jokes.
Well, anyways. Fucking, that's so funny. Well, of course, you don't have to accept my aid, but I am offering it.
No, we'll take it. Any guide is useful, even an annoying one.
Wondrous. I look forward to this partnership, and I look forward to the story I shall tell.
Oh, you keep me out of your books. I don't trust what you'll do to my namesake.
Yes,
I don't use real names.
Exactly.
I will use your likeness though. So
There's no pictures in this world, so who cares?
yeah.
It's a pride thing.
You describe one blonde elf, you're describing another blonde elf. It doesn't matter.
No.
That's
There's no, unless he's a very good drawer, so like, and his books have pictures, then maybe.
pictures.
Yeah.
Man's invented comics.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, he's the Orion of the Dragon Age.
Yeah.
No, he's just his writing is very like it invokes your imagination very well. That's all. Even those who have picked up his books and was like, this is not for me. Very well written, very good writer. This man.
Yeah, his prose is amazing. His syntax, great. Subject matter, not for me.
Hold on. The book's about what?
Entrusted what? No!
No, she didn't.
I will stop my Pepsi out.
Blessed Andros is the bride of the maker. She would never.
You do understand what the bride means, right? The part where it says bride and what's entailed, like usually normally in a marriage, unless, both
are you saying
parts
this to?
agree. Unless both parts agree that this is not, that your
Cassie means they
normal
fucked.
relationship.
I know.
Yes.
Any fucking god. What do you think?
It's not described in the chant
Make you have a dick.
for obvious reasons.
You can certainly get fucked over by gods.
Oh, there you go. That's true.
Ugh.
I mean,
As
unless
for-
they
as for- I
decide
mean,
that
not
this is
for-
going to be a chaste relationship, which is also not, described under a chance.
I am done hearing conversations about the chastity of Blessed Andraste herself. So I'm going to get back on my ox cart. We are going to pilot it, and we are going to move on.
All right, yes. Let's get back on the road.
I also would like to know.
You hear from a shadow nearby. Finally!
There he is.
Is your wagon haunted?
Nope.
Yes, it is.
The
It
ghost is called Leo.
The ghost is called Leo. It actually has a very, very, very hard punch, and I would be careful because
I've
it could haunt
encountered
you in the night.
spirits before. Hello, spirit.
Sneak up behind him and do one of those. Ha!
Oh shit!
See, you have to be nice to him. You have to bring him cheese. You have to, to let him
Cheese?
know.
No, ever
Yes.
since that last delivery, I'm anti-cheese.
Oh, he doesn't like cheese anymore. Have to
Ugh.
keep up with our ghost.
Plus, it gives Fennin the toots.
What?
Don't act. Oh, you don't hear yourself when I'm on watch.
He writes that down.
Dairy. Great.
This would bring great personality to your character
Flash
in my
the
book.
Warden in every book.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Grey Warden, I can't eat cheese. How unfortunate. That's your entire personality so far, Jerome.
That's so
She's
funny.
She's gonna.
so bad.
She's gonna. I don't know if I should tell Anansella to eat you or him first. I don't
More
know.
of that to me.
Oh, my
He
boy, you
doesn't
love
know
me.
you yet,
Come
that's
here,
all.
Papa. Come here. And Anastasia just looks up at him like.
I wouldn't try that.
Oh well, all right. You know.
Yeah.
I think your dog has rabies.
No.
She
She
has
just
more
knows an
sense
idiot when
than
she sees
you.
one.
Yeah, you want to see? And I'll just try to pet her.
Okay.
You just
She-
insult yourself.
Yeah, she lets you pet her.
Oh,
Pet her.
Oh, okay.
I'll just. Oh, he's a good doggy.
I really expected an insult. I thought you were insulting yourself
buy
for a
it?
second.
Yeah.
He does an
Yeah.
idiot when he
Mhm.
sees it.
Oh.
Look at you.
Guess I grew up out of the idiotic parts of myself. This is very nice.
It's only because you've given her food before.
Yeah. We fought
Wait.
together too, so you
The
know.
way to a dog's heart. Food.
And Mabari a fighter animal, so I fought together. So maybe I like her battle companion now. You know.
Maybe. Get us doggy bacon. Give us bacon.
Yeah.
Doggy
Give us
bacon.
Get the dogs bacon. Good
You
girl.
guys continue your travel for the day.
I'm keeping a wide berth of fucking dandelion over here.
Oh, I'm
Good
sitting
lord.
with him. I'm sitting with him. I want to know all his jokes about Tevinter, and I'll probably laugh at all of them.
I want to say every time this man says a halfway decent joke, Nahara is going to flick him a copper.
Oh my god, he's gonna
That's
be
how you
rich.
run out of money.
Yeah,
I have a lot of
that
coppers.
he has a wealth of jokes about people's cultures, raunchy jokes. Not only that, song as well, and even a few stories that catch some of you by surprise, even you, Nahara. One story in particular that you all find astounding is the fact that when, apparently, Lucas Dramon was younger, probably in his late teens, early 20s, he managed to gain the trust and even live with a clan of Dalish elves for a while. And this is brought up because he actually, in one of his stories, retells the entire thing fluently in Elvish. Because it was a story told to
Wow.
him.
Fed in seas with jealousy.
Then,
Not
then
But
that,
she's
that,
like,
al- that
"Man."
alone gives away the validity of the story because there's no other way he can learn Elvish. So.
Yeah.
Correct.
Nahara is listening very closely, like while he speaks of it and stuff like that. He's incredibly interested. This is a story about him.
No, it's not a
Or
story
someone
about.
else?
It's not a story about him. It's a story told to him
Okay.
by the clan. There is no context to it. You don't really understand. It seems like some sort of like insular like story, but one that apparently stuck with him enough to memorize it and
Is it
retell it.
something that would be? Is it like a history thing, or is it like a normal thing, basically? Like, is
Yeah,
it something
it's
Nahara would want to write down, basically?
I mean, you could, but it's not historical. You know, it doesn't have any historical significance outside of that clan.
Is it it's just not
Even if it's
Yeah.
only that clan, if it's an important thing that's happened to them at any point, even if it's not important to any of the other elves, Nahara would write it down.
Yeah.
Because all information needs to be like maintained, otherwise you lose your entire culture. Crazy.
Crazy.
Nahara's the biggest nerd at Arlefan. Every year, every couple years. He has the best PowerPoint presentation. This is what I found this year.
It's not cute.
Oh, holy fuck! This is what I found this year.
So yeah, if it has even like a slight importance to the clan itself, he would write it down. Tuck it away with his little chest of stuff.
The clan itself that he stayed with for a while, during those couple of years, was actually a clan in Ferelden. And it's just an interesting tale of how the clan managed to rescue Hala, as well as well as in that same breath, save a traveling troupe of Shimlin, who ignorantly had made an ass of themselves within the forest, and this particular forest didn't take kindly to that. It's interesting to listen to. It's interesting to hear about strange happenings in forests elsewhere, where even the trees themselves seem to have a bit of life within them.
Do you know where that forest is? The one from the story.
Yes, I do.
Nahar would get out his maps and say, could you point to it?
Absolutely.
You guys, if you guys look at the map, it's a detailed map of Nevarra, and like there's close-ups of some of the things that these things have markings all over them. Precise measurements, areas, it's color coded in some areas with like special inks. There's information all over these maps.
I know what forest he's talking about.
Yeah.
He
I
points.
know what forest he's talking about.
Is the countries are mapped out, right? Or not mapped out, but like they're labeled on the map.
Yeah.
He goes, well, that's for Eldon. And he traces his finger east. That right there is the Brazilian forest.
Yeah.
Then he would make a note with the Brazilian forest about basically the living tree thing. They're the
got
interesting
Sildens.
forest. From the story, basically put a little note there for it as well. And if he speaks Elvish, this Nars has information. Just if he can read, I should say. He probably can't. He speaks, but they don't teach
Yeah,
reading,
no,
yeah?
he would not be able to read it.
Then yeah, it's there's Elvish all over it in markings, but he adds a little another mark right there for that forest. Thank you.
Yeah, it's very interesting, very informative, and despite his immediate bit of energy towards most of you, he comes off as charming, endearing, charismatic, and despite himself is one hell of a storyteller.
So he, just out of character, the clan that taught him this presumably is the clan in the Brazilian forest.
Presumably, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You said Brazilian forest. I understood the Brazilian forest. I'm like, okay.
That's how it's pronounced.
Brazilian. Brazilian.
It's Brazilian, not Brazilian. And I'm like, okay, sure. Let's go to the Amazon. There are elves there.
Whatever the fuck I want.
Awesome. You guys continue your days of travel, listening and laughing occasionally at some of the jokes he says.
Just glaring daggers at this man.
He begins to kind of tap on the wood, and one second. He begins to hum the melodies of The Dawn Will Come.
Piece of shit.
But the second he gets into the words of it, you all realize that, oh, he has made a double entendre out of that name. And as he is beginning to just sing the words of it and looks over at Serana, he just immediately just stops.
Fucking fuming.
It's like, all right, know your audience, I suppose.
Yes, know your
Yeah,
audience.
read your room, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I might headbutt you with my horns if you keep continuing.
Well, that's a
You will
proposition.
do that. No, it's not. It's not. It's
Proposition
true.
where you miss half your teeth? Sure.
Ooh.
One thing, if you're going to be traveling with us, right?
Mhm.
Because this is what I think is going to happen here. What Serena says, you always take seriously. She does not joke, ever.
And what Cassian
So if
says, you
she-
never take seriously.
Well,
Ah.
no, you take me seriously sometimes. But her, if she says that she's going to butt horn you with her horns, she means that. Horn,
Did you say
face,
it like
blood.
that?
Do you have butt horns?
Do you
Sarah?
have butt
No.
horns?
My horns are very,
I
very
was
proud
going
of
to
them.
say, you know, when you say head butt, it's horn butt, actually. Ah, that doesn't make it better.
I'm going to kill you
Anyway.
both if you continue.
She's got a horny butt, is what you're telling me. Excellent.
No, she doesn't. No, she does not. Trust me.
Horn
does
butt
not.
was one of those venereal diseases that got around the. Never mind.
She does not have. Apart from the actual horns on her head, that's the only horny part of her.
You really gotta watch
So-
out for that horn butt.
I summon my spiritual weapon in front of him.
Oh, now
Right.
that is interesting.
Say one more word.
And you see that horse over there?
Roll an
I pointed out-
intimidation check.
With advantage?
Sure.
16.
16. He just very slowly puts his, puts two fingers together and just runs them across his lips.
I'll point to Noctis and say, "That's my horse. You want to take a ride?"
He just shakes his head.
Ah, pity. It's a very nice Imperial steed. Wouldn't you like to ride an Imperial steed?
He like wags
what?
his, he
Go
like
on, make
he
the joke you
smiles
want to.
and wags his finger at you. But he's not talking anymore. He's
No, I mean,
he zipped it.
Yeah, before
like-
the end of the day, as we're still traveling, I'm going to invite him to sit next to me on the ox cart.
Okay.
Before it's like, "You're not the only one who can do double intended, my friend," and I'll pat him on the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna invite him to sit next to me.
As you pat him on the shoulder,
Let
he just
him
gives you a
force
wink.
him, that's the real question.
No, and just
Uh,
then, like, Cassian is not even flirting. He's just trying to one up this man, really. With double intent.
One up this man.
Oh, he's not flirting either. That's him saying.
Yeah.
That's him saying, not bad.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, he easily, he, without question, goes up to the passenger side of the ox cart bench, driver's bench, sits down.
About 2 minutes of silence pass as I'm holding the reins. I just say, "How many languages do you know?"
Wait until the DM finds the character sheet.
No, that's what he says. He kind of like shrugs and
Zipped it.
and yeah, he's not talking.
Yeah, you told him not to talk, Serena.
Yeah, he said not another word.
You can talk now.
Oh. Thank you. That was so incredibly hard. Especially when your friend back there made a joke. I wanted to comment so badly.
He always makes jokes.
Well, You know what? No. I'm gonna let that one go. How many languages do I speak? Well, how many languages are there?
I don't know. The different languages of the kingdoms of Thetis.
There are.
The Elvish tongue. My
Mhm.
tongue.
Yes.
That's about all
I
know.
would say I speak probably all of them. Honestly,
Truly.
I have an ear for language.
And I start singing "The Dawn Will Come" in Kunlat. See if he can understand my words.
Takes a moment. Kind of nods to the cadence of your voice. And then right at the proper moment, begins to sing along with you and Coonlot. But dawn will come.
I'm singing the original version, not the
Mhm.
smutty version.
Yes. He is also singing the original version.
And as we finish the song, I'll look over to him and say, "You know, presumably as a well-traveled man, that my people are oppressive, no personal freedoms, none of
Mm.
those things. Yes?
Oh, absolutely. I've heard many a story about what what do your people call themselves when they break away from all the oppressive shit?
The Shaf.
Tal'dorei, yes.
And
I've
sure you can
dined
understand.
and communed and shared meals with a number of Tal'dorei individuals over the years.
Then I'm sure you can understand that when a little girl who was forced to believe in something that took away her free will, I'm sure you can understand that when she finds a religion that allows her to think, that allows her to have wants and dreams, that she holds on to that religion strongly. So forgive me if I'm protective. While I don't agree with the organized nature of the chantry. Religion should be led by example, not by violence. Still, stories of Andraste make me feel like I can be whatever I want. Not what was planned for me when I was born.
I can respect that.
So while I appreciate all your other jokes, please. Andraste was kind to all. She gave the elves a homeland. It was only the chantry that took it away. She would never approve of what they've done till now. My beliefs are well placed, because I believe in her, not the chantry.
So what you're telling me is jokes about the Chantry are fine.
Oh yes, I don't care. Nothing the current chantry has done has been equitable to anyone. Taking the Dales away from the Dalish. Terrible.
And I can appreciate what you've told me. And I will always believe in the freedom to choose, the freedom to believe. But that freedom goes both ways, no? But I apologize for any insult or feelings hurt that I might have caused with my rhetoric about Andraste.
Well, you never. And I sort of take a breath and go, you never made her sound bad, I suppose.
That's true.
She always seems confident and daring in your stories. I just
Wait, did you read my book?
despite the gross nature of it, the characterization of Andraste is correct. Minus the sexual acts. But
Well,
I can forgive those.
at least it was only with one man, yes?
True. I suppose I can live and let live.
I like you. You're
I-
fun.
Tolerate you. Let's see if it will increase over time.
Oh, it will. It will. I can assure it.
Now get out of my cart. I push him.
That's-
Ah!
That's how it started with Cassian.
And he just kind
Look
of
at where we are now.
he like comes to his hands. He's like, "Just you wait, Serana. Once I get my hands on some instruments, I'm gonna have you swooning."
Fuck. She says under her breath because she loves music.
I love this man. This is 10 out of 10.
He hops back into the back of the wagon, back on his little stoop. You guys
She'll
eventually.
She'll just keep humming the song because now he got it stuck in her head. So.
Shadows fall and hope has fled.
You guys are such nerds. I love it. Eventually, the day wanes and night comes on, and you all pull off the Imperial Highway for hopefully what is
Fucking time.
your final night of sleeping in the wilderness.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Would being in the same cart, would Itakot have heard Lucas saying that he knows all the languages of the land?
Yeah, because you're in Serana and Cassian's cart, so yeah, you would have heard that.
Okay. As we're like breaking down to make up camp, Itakot would like to approach him and say, "Excuse me, Mr. Lucas. Hello,
Lucas is fine. Itakad, right?
Dr. Itakot Thouser, sir."
Oh,
Pleasure-
a doctor. Oh,
Yes, sir. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Sorry for the lack of formality, but when on the road, one must keep moving, as it were.
typically that's what roads are for. Yes.
Of course. I couldn't help but overhear you speaking with my companion.
Most
earlier.
people can't help but over here when I speak. Yes.
Oh, well, you're about an author. You're sure to know how to draw a crowd and to make sure that people hear your voice.
Yes.
I happen to hear that you spoke, that you said you spoke all the languages of the land. Is that true?
Well, most of them, yes. There's not many people that I haven't managed to worm my way in and have a bit of a conversation with.
Ah. Have you, by any chance, run into a peoples in your travels that travel north in larger numbers?
Travel north. What do you mean? Like as a tribal migration type situation?
Yes. Heading for the Enderfells, the western coast.
Oh, Enderfells.
Perhaps this would help. Esten kan don barik, nin von en handre.
That one. I would like to learn. What is that?
That is an old tongue, just very rarely learned. Unfortunately, I myself am not a teacher for it. But I'm sure if you found someone and spent some time and became comrades with certain individuals, you would come by it.
Now, when I was a boy, I very much wanted to visit the Anderfels, but then when I became a young adult, a young man, I learned that Grey Wardens no longer have griffins, so
That is sad.
I decided that I don't want to go to the Enderfels any longer, so my travels never really took me there.
I've heard that was actually very sad for myself too. I heard stories about them when I was a boy, how long
Same.
ago they used to exist. It is a shame. But hopefully we will be able to see them one day again.
I
There's always
truly
hope.
hope so.
Perhaps they are not all extinct.
Perhaps. Perhaps indeed. That would make a fine tale if someone did manage to find living griffins.
It would be an amazing feat, for sure. Thank you very much for your time, good sir. If you have any need of any remedies for ailments or injury, feel free to come to me. My hand is always outstretched to help those who ask for it.
Do you have an alarm clock?
Do you have a medicine? Because it's time for me to take it.
I call them birds. They wake me up in the morning.
Do you have something that would expand my mind a bit of creative juice, if you will?
Rack my mind and check my extract lips. What's the
Man, I'm asking for vitamins right now, Tim.
No, yeah, this man's 100% asking the doctor for a free prescription of some sort of
Substance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, this guy's he's like, yo, let me get some substance, let me get some vitamins.
Okay, that's my error because I've never been.
No, we can't say the D word on Twitch because of TOS, so we just call them vitamins.
He wants some vitamins.
No.
Lord.
So is he like purposely like trying to sleuth his way into saying it, or is he just? What I'm asking is Itikad catching the meaning he's throwing?
That's actually a good question. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay. Insight. 18.
It takes you a moment as you begin to like think about like, do I have anything like that? And you're like, wait.
Is it fish oil vitamins or is it? Oh.
And as he sees like the look in your eyes, like, yes, that.
Oh. Nothing that I would have that would be used for specific strict medical purposes.
Well, I don't need any medicine. Thank you though. I appreciate it.
I mean, he could just go out and find some fucking mushrooms.
Yeah.
Probably Doran was still alive. He could make him some fucking
That's all natural, baby.
some
you
toilet
can make
wine
him
or
some
whatever the
fun
fuck.
juice. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
What
potion of courage.
But give me a few. But perhaps tonight or maybe in the morning I could scrounge to find some mushrooms.
Hmm. No.
It's natural as fuck.
Been there, done that. Don't want to
We do not do
relive.
that.
Don't want to relive that that weekend in Olay. No, thank you, sir. Appreciate it, though.
Somehow ended up in a Marquis bathtub.
Yeah.
No idea how.
Somehow a marquee ended up in my bathtub.
Yeah.
We offer you the sacred herb. For us, it is we offer you the this gift. For us, it is a sacred herb, but for you, it's addictive carcinogen.
But of course, I appreciate it. I would like to perhaps sit down in conversation with you for a few hours, if you don't mind, and just hear that language you spoke.
Oh well, unfortunately, it is a. As I said, I am not a teacher for it. I know a few phrases. What I said there, it was basically translated into. Do you know where the water hole is?
Oh, you're not fluent.
Not specifically. I know how to count to 10.
Hey, well,
As for
that's a
water
start.
is, usually you have to find books on it.
He's a polyglot. Yeah.
Well, interesting. Well, thank you for the information, anyways. I will be on the lookout for that, and maybe this will be.
DM.
Yeah.
Just to be fair, because is that a deception check?
No. He's just taking you at your face value. You're a doctor. He implicitly trusts your word.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah. Like it's like when you go to the doctor, they tell you something, and you're just like, yeah, okay. I'm dying? Oh, man, all right. He's just like taking your word. Like, you're a doctor. You wouldn't lie.
Yeah.
Not when it comes to your health, no.
You have like oaths against that, right? You can't do that.
Yeah.
It's-
The
Yeah.
Hippocratic Oath definitely exists.
Yeah.
In Thetis. 100%.
Yeah.
It exists in real life.
Didn't you take the hypochondriac oath? Like, you can't lie to me.
Oh,
Hypochondriac.
You have to tell me right now.
Or mouth.
Yeah. Don't you have to tell us if you're actually a doctor? No. Yeah, so he just nods at you. It's like, no, all right. I'll keep it. Maybe this will give me the inspiration to actually go visit Anfels to suss out that language. But thank you.
You're very welcome. Please excuse me, and Itakad will begin going off, and if he can, with the waning daylight, try and find some tea plants.
Tea leaves? You got it.
Yeah, herbs for tea.
Okay. Make a survival check. While you're doing that, anything anyone else wishes to do before we move on?
Nevarra's just training.
Is this
Okay.
the next? I will check in with Morocco. just to make
He'll
sure
train
how he's doing.
Verlin and or with Fennin if they wish to.
Mhm.
Otherwise, he will leave them be and train on his own.
Okay.
Just checking
It's
with
up to
Morocco,
Lane.
making sure
That's
he's
right.
okay.
Oh yeah,
Checking on who?
we be traded.
Checking on who? Leah?
Morocco.
Nope.
Morocco.
Morocco. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Morocco just again set up his tent quietly and goes about his business.
No.
You check on him. He just sighs. More dragon chess.
Brought the board.
Very well.
Just trying to make this guy have some friend and like not be depressed all the time, and just giving him a little bit of companionship, I suppose.
Look, I made it my life's mission
Yeah, to make this guy
to
be less
create
depressed.
the exact opposite of a Gilmore, and I think I've accomplished that.
Yes, you
Oh, yeah.
did. That doesn't mean I don't want to make him smile a little bit. Doesn't have to be flamboyant, but doesn't need to be all depressed all the time. So we're spending some time making friends.
Excellent. Yeah, you sit down. You guys have a few games of dragon chess. Edicott, with that roll, you managed to find a few herbs. You know, they're not the best quality. They're a little fresh. You're gonna have to dry them out for a little while before you can actually make tea with them. But yeah, find them.
Putting them in my bag.
Putting them in my bag. Excellent. Did
At some point during the travel too, I would have wanted to start teaching Verlinda or protection aura as well.
okay,
I can.
absolutely. Did Nevarra and Finnan, you guys want to do something?
But to Lane, I'm fine with just doing it. But if she wants to bring anything up,
Too soon, maybe.
that's a hell of a sigh, man.
Based on what you just sent me, I'm like, I want to ask, but I don't want to ask.
I don't wanna-
Look, it's like when
fair.
you had a fight with your friend and you're just like, well, we're going to hang out, but we're not going to talk about it for a little bit.
I'm not gonna talk about it. That's fair. Nahar takes his training very seriously, so he wouldn't be
Healthy.
like chatty during it.
Yeah. I think, like, we're really going to be like, okay, we're just going to train. For now. She doesn't,
Very
she
healthy.
doesn't get chatty. Just like, are we maybe friends? No.
We're friends.
You got real pissed at me. I don't know.
Actually, he
I got
would
real
bring
pissed at you.
something up. He would
Oh.
actually.
Okay.
It's like one of the
alright.
battles. Cause I imagine we end basically on what would be a killing strike if we actually hit.
Yeah.
And as he you're setting up for another set, he goes, "What you said earlier. Do you notice what you said wrong?"
How much earlier?
Your name.
And she's like, I said Redcliffe, didn't I?
He nods. You have to drill it in. If you're part of Lepathelus now, you need to get it right. Be proud in it.
Lephopolis.
It's good. It's the
Neapolitan.
Let's
You need to be proud of it.
You're right. No, I.
When will Fennon get her slave markings? I can't wait.
she kind of she kind of grins. It wasn't because I was ashamed. I just.
Oh, if
Not
you're
used to
ashamed,
it.
I would be hurting you lots more than I am right now.
I lost.
What
my
I mean
yeah.
is when you introduce yourself by your full name, I want you to smile while you do it. It is a prideful thing. You should be happy in your family.
Sorry, I'm
Step by step.
not used to it. I guess.
You'll get there. And I'll keep a watch out too, to help.
All right. Thanks.
He just offers a nod with a smile.
You as you guys are having this, you just hear, as the silver ribbons of moonlight fall through the verdant canopy above them, they share a loving glance, but not one of lovers, one of comrades, one of brothers in arms. The man, the woman, Warden, Dalish Elf, coming together in partnership.
Is he saying this out loud?
Yes, he is. You just see off of the tree line, you just see Lucas standing there with his little pen and pad that Nevarra gave him earlier, just saying this out loud and writing it down.
Is
That
this how you
Glorious.
write?
Stop.
Glorious. Incredible. Truly.
Is this how you write out loud?
You're going to be the
Yes.
training dummy if you continue.
Yeah. Can you just say that in your head?
No.
But you not
Oh,
tried
Lord.
it.
This is my process.
Can Leo sneak up behind him?
Roll a
course
stealth
you can.
check. Yeah, absolutely. You sneak up behind
That's not
him.
even with my advantage from boots.
Holy shit.
There, in the shadows, was a dumb fucking bard who couldn't mind his own goddamn fucking business.
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly write that. That's too fourth wall breaking. I'm not that bard.
Oh, you're that bard. And then I slink. I don't shadow step because I don't want him knowing that I can do that. And when I get to a good stealthy position, I throw yet another acorn at his head.
I knew that was you.
Go ahead and roll. Yeah. Phew. Pink. Ah. What is with the bloody acorns in this land?
I don't think the squirrels like you.
Oh, yeah, the squirrels might not
Fucking
appreciate your
shit.
presence.
Ah.
You know there are normal bears.
They
and
say
great
the
bears,
maker speaks
so
with us. Oh, sorry.
maybe there's a normal squirrels and great squirrels, and the great squirrels, on your ass.
You know I'm well traveled, right?
I don't care. I just go back to.
And there she goes, sauntering off. The Tal'dorei goddess.
What? She blushes a little at that.
Aww.
He can't see it. He
cutest
can't
thing
see
ever.
it because I'm
No.
turned away. He blush. She blushes.
Aw, I love her so much. She's like, oh, she's a pretty.
Your butt horns are showing.
Your fireworks are showing.
I'm like,
The
oh,
prettiest on the body.
people think I'm pretty.
Aw, it's the cutest thing. Serrano deserves to be told she's pretty.
I'm fucking gorgeous, all right?
Every pretty girl deserves a ball.
The rest of the training is gonna be awkward for a while because every so often he's gonna be like glancing behind him, like he's not doing it again, right? He's not fucking.
Oh, he's still writing.
He's definitely doing it.
For
No,
sure.
I
like
know,
he's
I'm like,
he's
he
found a
turns-
log to sit on, and he's like sitting there, like leaned forward, writing. Like he's just sitting like cross-legged, just writing as you guys are
You
training.
know for a fact
Yeah.
he's writing, which is why he keeps glancing back. Like
Yeah.
he wants it to stop. He's like he's self-conscious about it now because he knows he's being written about. It's like no, I don't.
Stop looking at me.
Yeah, like it's like the stop looking at really. It's like what do you?
He's that.
Trade.
No
by
one
the
look
way,
at me or I'll
Tim,
kill myself.
He doesn't have any weapons on him, right?
No, he doesn't. He lost all of his shit. Was like he dropped it.
I go up to him and say, by the way, if you're going to be traveling with us, which kinds of weapons are you most used to using?
Well, me.
All right.
My voice is the most powerful weapon that I have, and my
That's
pin, I
fine.
suppose.
That's fine. But when both of those don't work, what do you use to stab
Oh,
people?
Probably
fine.
his mouth.
Short sword, short bow if you have it.
I was
Short
going
sword,
to
short bow?
say,
Okay.
I was almost going to say that he bites
So-
people. He said his voice. Yeah.
So he can't use a long sword, I imagine?
No, he can't. It's not not one of his
you said
weapon
there were-
proficiencies.
There were normal weapons in the cart for the cultists, right?
Yeah, there's assorted
Yeah.
weaponry.
Yeah, I'll give if there's a short bow and a short sword there, I'll give him both just in case.
Yes.
Here you go.
Take some.
Range,
Oh,
range,
there we go.
melee.
My heart.
Ranged melee. Sure. But
I give him 20.
I will be just so far in the back. So
Just in case. Unless you're really good at killing with that pen.
oh, I have killed so many people with my pen.
He did it with the fucking pencil.
All right,
With the fucking pencil.
Merlin, your turn.
I, oh, my turn to be written about.
Well, I'm sure eventually, but you need your
She just
training.
pulls up a sword.
Oh yeah, right. Training. Sure. Sorry. It's been a weird day with this. He's like he generally just waves a hand towards Lucas.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, get your sword. Let's go.
I'm coming. And he grabs it and rushes towards you.
All right. Remember the sense we were talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
All right, take it.
Okay.
Oh, she kind of corrects his posture a little bit when he
Yeah.
stands there.
He's also like awkwardly looking over his shoulder towards Lucas. Like, is he gonna be watching the whole time?
Yeah, probably.
Does he have to?
Yeah, probably.
All right. He's kind of a weirdo.
Yeah,
The word warrior.
probably.
He is a boy.
And she'll just take him through like different stances and like, oh, okay, one for you do this, blah blah blah. Yeah. Sword fighting. Sword fighting training.
Hmm.
And vibes.
You just occasionally hear, Grey Warden, adopted ward. No. Grey Warden and her sidekick. No.
Nahara's gonna be helping too. I don't know what Fenin focuses on, but Nahara was going to. If she disagrees, this is fine. We can roleplay it.
Yeah.
Something Nahara very strictly says is basically he will constantly readjust the sword in front of him. Say, this is the most important thing in a fight. It is not the slash or the stab. Keep the sword in this angle. The most important thing is to ensure that their weapon does not reach you.
Yes, that's Fennon's focus as well. Like first, we're teaching how to block and defend. For sure. That's number one thing you learn.
Yeah.
And her style is probably a bit different from Nahara's,
Nahara's?
but like,
Well, certainly,
like
but
you
he
assume there are
knows-
like basics
He
that
definitely
are
knows. Oh
fundamental.
no, almost every different style has an entirely different way of holding a weapon
No,
and whatnot. But
Mhm.
almost every sword, if it's a short sword fighting file, the important part is keeping the sword in front of you at an angle to be able to block against most forms of slash. So he's
Mhm.
basically ensuring that he gets the out in front of him angle correct, so that you can deflect a blow and not take it head on, because then they just pierce through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, he's very strictly like he doesn't let it slip for a
Fennos.
second. He's like, move tip
Yeah.
of sword back, please. You're
Yeah.
giving your reach away.
Constantly correcting posture.
Yeah.
Cool.
At one point, as you guys are moving through the drills with Verlin, you do manage to glance over. You see Lucas standing there, also like holding his sword out in the same way, like trying to get the same training in. Like,
Is
he
he
looked
actually proficient, or was he bullshitting me?
he looks so awkward. Like
That's most proficient.
he probably knows how to like stab, but he probably never like learned proper like sword play posture and shit. Another acorn hits him in the side of the head. Gah!
I love how now you're just doing it out in the open. Incredible.
Love it. Well, if you can't do it sitting down, get over here if you're gonna practice.
He sees you notice him, and he just like drops the sword. Oh, I was just
Nope. He's right.
It was
Come on.
research. I'm not actually.
Pick up your sword.
Researchers, research. You said you don't go in blind. Come and learn.
I know how to stab with a sword.
Oh. The stabbing isn't going to keep you alive. Get over here.
He picks up the sword, like marches over.
Go train, Bod. We can't have a dead guide.
Exactly right.
All right. I hold the sword here, aloft.
He will
Describe your
gently.
training.
He will gently shift the tip of the sword to the correct position.
Yeah, just like tip of his
Is this guy gonna narrate like swish, swish, parry, parry,
Absolutely.
thrust,
Yes,
good?
he will.
Yes, absolutely. He will actually. As you adjust the sword, he's like, "Man, if you wanted to adjust my tip, you could have just asked."
All right. I'm leaving.
He completely ignores it and just begins to go through the drills.
Leo's gonna walk up to this guy and be like, all right, attack me.
Oh, well, okay, that's dangerous.
What? Why?
Come on.
You want me to attack you?
And he adopts patient defense.
Good luck hitting him.
All right, fine.
Crits.
I have to find this
That'd be funny as
fucker's
fuck.
character sheet.
So funny.
There we go.
I thought you were not
As is
stab.
advantages also.
Yes, disadvantage, yeah.
He does. Disadvantage.
Double nat 20. Holy shit!
19?
19.
Got me.
He just with full thrust just shoves the sword forward, fully expecting you to dodge out of the way, and it just stabs right to your side, dealing
Oh.
6 points of piercing damage. And he's like, "Oh shit! Oh,
Leo, are you good?
I thought you were gonna move out of the way."
Oh dear.
Yeah, I kind of expected you to move out of the way too.
Again,
Verlin, in that situation, you should have moved the sword to the right to parry it out the way. You see, he just got stabbed.
Yeah, Verlin, don't do that.
You said again?
yep.
Yeah,
Or-
he's trying to see how many times he can dodge you.
All right.
I think I read something like this in one of your books.
Also, experience makes for good chapters, right?
Dodges to the left
14.
and swats it away a little bit. Nope.
Ping. It's like, all right.
Let's go. Do it again. Nope.
Ting. Parry it to the side once more. Stabs
One
at
more
you again.
time.
Once more. Ting. Just parries it to the
And
side.
then I'm gonna just reaction and slap him.
Yes,
Just
he
slap
can
right
sneak
across
you
the
with a quick
face.
one.
He's like, ah.
If you're gonna
Ow.
attack, you gotta mean it.
I did mean it the first time, and I fucking stabbed you.
That's right, but you gotta follow it up and finish the job.
Woo.
These bears aren't gonna give a shit. They're gonna eat you alive.
But you killed the bear.
I didn't kill the bear. I was dealing with the chest.
A bear chest?
Oh, man. Holy fuck.
That entire sentence just confuses the hell out of me.
You seem very confused most of the time.
Well, that's not entirely true. I'm quite intelligent.
Wear your clothes.
On my person, I'm wearing
no,
clothes.
Those aren't your clothes.
They were discarded tactfully.
Right. You gonna throw your clothes at the next bear too?
If it means my escape, probably.
Oh, that will not work.
Well, then no.
I'd love to see you try though. That would be pretty fun.
That sounds fun.
If I slap him, can I do stunning strike?
If you want to, go ahead and roll
Yes.
an attack roll.
Son this man.
Yeah, it hits.
Hell yeah.
And while he's stunned, I'm just gonna whisper in his ear, "If you hang with us."
Oh. There's a 14 failure save.
Ooh, I don't remember. How do I know?
Wisdom?
It should be. I should have set it to your spell sheet.
Yeah, it's 8 plus proficiency plus.
Oh, it's
wisdom.
why does it keep resetting? Here you go. It's wisdom. Your spell save DC is 13.
Ah, damn it!
Yeah, so he succeeds. You like slap him across the face, like why do you keep slapping me?
If you're gonna follow us, or guide us, or be with us, just be ready, because shit happens all the time.
Yes, I know.
Oh my god.
No, he means specifically around us. Lots of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just specifically in your own area, just
Yeah,
shit.
you couldn't have landed with a most dangerous group.
If I were you,
Demons,
I'd get the fuck out of here.
bears.
And I walk away.
Darkspawn.
Well, it's been a while since I've had. Oh, he's gone. He's left.
He does
Does
that a lot.
that.
I'm not leaving. You people are inspiration.
No, well, he's giving you the choice, and it's honestly a fair choice. Anyone should be given the choice to leave something dangerous. So
I mean, truthfully, it sounds like he was talking to himself more than he was talking to me.
that's neither here nor there.
Like someone should have a conversation with that man.
Hmm.
Or not.
How
Not
is-
my business.
Can I see where he went? Where
That
Leo-
depends if he's stealthing or not. Are you stealthing, Leo Vaughn?
Eric.
He's
Oh, he's-
stealthing
what-
in real life.
When he
He's
said
so
he walked
stealthy, you
away,
can't
he
even
was
hear him.
really walking away.
I was. I went to go refill my coffee.
Oh.
And
Did you
I'm
s-
pushed to talk, so I couldn't respond.
did you stealth away or just walk away?
Oh, I do everything stealthy now.
Oh, roll a stealth check.
Okay,
This fucking guy.
I'm just always practicing stealth.
Oh, maybe I can get him. Yeah, I got him.
Damn
Yeah,
it!
You see him.
Damn, nice roll.
I clocked him.
You did.
And I'll approach him and I'll insight Leo and see if he looks like he just wants to be left alone right now, just doing his own thoughts, or if he's comfortable with having a one-to-one with someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try and vibe check him.
Vibe check my boy, 18.
18. Leo.
I don't know. Is he ever really up for a one-to-one, heart-to-heart?
You know what? That's fair.
You can
Hmm.
certainly try.
Sure, I might as well. I'll step up to you and go, you know, well, that was very funny, seeing you slap the bard. Why exactly did you do that? It
Well,
was hilarious.
the last couple people that have joined us have either A, died, or B, almost died. So I'm just trying to save this guy's life.
That is a fair point.
I mean, he's annoying, but I just don't want him to die.
True, I agree.
This group is fucking dangerous. Like, not that we're dangerous. It's that, like, people who come into our group, it's like a shitstorm. I'm just laying it out.
No. we
He
do
needs
get
to know
into
what he's
dangerous
getting
shit.
into.
No, I agree.
But if he stays, I mean, he's a good target for a Acorn.
So that's been you. Oh, good to know.
Did you think it was the birds?
I mean, Leo, I thought money came out of a rock, so maybe I did.
Well, the money did come out of a rock. It was fucking badass.
I know, right? Anyway, Uh, if there's anything that you need to tell us,
No, I just don't want this guy to die.
all right,
It's a pretty one-dimensional on this one here.
all right. And I'll say, all right, as long as you okay. And I leave Leo, and then I go back to the bard and say, yeah, no, he just doesn't want you to die.
Oh, how
pretty
sweet.
Much, pretty much just that.
You know, I also don't want to die. But
Yeah.
And then you
rarely
hear-
do we have a choice in the matter, I think.
You hear from the forest or wherever he's stealthing. Your early work was very derivative.
But my later work?
Passable.
I'll take
Yeah.
it.
I'll take it. Oh man. All right, everybody get some fucking sleep.
Yes, yes, I think I've had enough sword drills for tonight.
Once people start settling down, he doesn't want to. It seems he wants to continue practicing. But Nevarra will come over to set up the hut.
Okay.
Very cramped hut that just gets more cramped the more
Yeah,
people.
how many people
come
are
inside
here?
it.
7,
Uh,
8, 9,
you,
yeah?
You guys
Like,
and
7 plus 3, I believe.
and Lucas.
Oh, plus 3.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
7 is
no.
the group. Berlin, Morocco, and.
Oh no, Morocco sleeps in his own tent. He
yeah,
doesn't go to the hut.
Morocco.
Yeah.
Oh, plus
Okay,
2.
good. Good. Okay. Because 9 can fit in a tiny hut.
Yeah. Very bad, but yeah.
Morocco's tent, oddly enough, well, not shaped like it, is about the size of tiny hut. So
Nice. Look at him. Sets up the tiny hut. Has a little magic circle thing on the ground.
all right. Did Nevarra and Ethan want to have a conversation or no?
Hazel is not feeling great right now. I will not be having that this session.
Okay, you got it.
Thank you. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for reminding.
All right. Just assume Ethan is doom scrolling still.
Doom scrolling.
Scrolling.
She's had to have read that book like more than a handful of times by now.
Oh, absolutely. So, upon waking up the following morning, rested, rejuvenated, ready to hopefully end this long trek and reach civilization once more. By nightfall, anyways. You guys break down your camp, set off on your 2 wagons, and make for Nevarra City. And we're going to take this opportunity to take a quick break.
Break. I love this bard.
I love this man.
By the way,
I love him.
the
BRB.
way I rolled earlier was how many copper he tossed at him.
We're back. Whoop whoop. So, ooh, phone dying. Man, I was literally about to pull something up, and I don't remember what it is.
Travel chart.
Be like that.
No, I already have
Yeah,
that up.
please don't whip it out.
Whip it out. Whip it out.
Elena.
Not on Twitch, you don't.
No. Only if you're
No,
limited.
just as long as your nipples aren't showing.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna do something and I completely forgot the second we came back. So that's fun. Anyways, moving on. Upon hopefully what could be the final day of travel, I need another D10 roll from somebody.
Ivan, have you get it yet?
I've done it once. Yeah.
Has Hazel done it?
Hazel. I think. I don't know.
How about the doctor?
How about the doctor?
Hazel
Oh,
says she
Hazel
wants.
want-
Go on, Hazel.
What, Hazel?
Okay.
Let's see what she's gonna bring for us.
Five.
Five.
You have
Oh
to
no,
talk
not a
hard now.
not a 5. Oh god.
Yes, a 5.
Okay.
You have to top Dandelion, Jaskier. With a 5 now.
Center, baby.
It's an even number. You can't get dead center.
Fucking bullseye. Hey. Let her be.
Early
Middle.
Early in your travels this morning, as you set out, about an hour or so, you see something up ahead of you smoking, like some sort of fire. As you draw closer to it, you see what appears to be someone that's tied to a stake. The body still smoking.
Ooh.
A sign staked into the ground reads, "Magic is evil. Mages are evil.
Blood witch?
No more magic. No more demons. Tranquility isn't enough." Signed, The Light of
Wow.
Purification.
Oh. Does that sound familiar?
Roll a history check. Or religion, your choice.
Same modifier.
They're probably
Anyone
not
that
far
wants to
away.
know?
We've got a
That's
avoid
an
these
11.
people.
Hey!
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
you,
for Hazel.
you can all do this. Yeah, if you want.
You rolled
23!
higher on history than me. I'm disappointed.
Yeah. I am
Jesus.
proficient. I'm to
Yeah, God.
28.
Idicat is gonna have an overdose of mint. He's gonna have
Idicat
like
God, his
he's gonna
breath
have
is
a,
so
a
nice, though.
bad stomach. Like his poop smells like mint.
Hopefully
God.
they're sugar free at
Poop
least.
smells like meat.
I hope they're
God.
sugar free because at this point his teeth will be rotting out of his face.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Um,
it's all organic. Sugar-free.
okay.
It's mint leaves.
Mint leaves. Oh,
Sugar
excellent.
can be organic.
Sugar is very organic. It happens naturally in all fruit.
So Nahara, Cassian, and Itikad, you all have like heard whispers about this splinter cell group of the Chantry, or who claim to be of the Chantry, who no longer think it feasible to keep, Templars as Templars, to rule over mages. They just believe that if you are capable of magic, you should just be put down.
Got it.
They think it's too evil, and it shouldn't be a thing in the world any longer.
Fanatic bastards. And I move
Lovely.
up to the stake and I bring it all down.
You don't know where they work out of. You don't know where they're based. You don't really know much about them at all. But seeing their handiwork in the flesh like this is not great. You pull
Wait
the
until you know.
I'll stop burying the person.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Nahara will help dig.
Yeah.
I look
And
in the
I'll
heart
just-
and
Is
I
it
look,
is it possible to tell it what race this body was?
Roll a medicine check.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
Leo's
nope.
just gonna keep an eye on the road, looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah,
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Fedden as well, making sure the people who did this are nearby and gonna attack us.
Somebody try to speak to me? Question mark.
yeah, who's helping me? You and
I
Cassian
am.
are helping me, Barry? Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'll look at both of you and say, you know, despite our differences, the one thing binding all of us is magic. We would all be treated the same damn way. These fucking idiots. As I keep burying this person.
Well,
So close
It's
minded
just-
to you.
I hate
this
More
just
binds us
proves
than
that
magic.
I agree.
this just proves that radicalized views are everywhere in every corner. Doesn't matter where you're from. But when Tevinter conquers the entirety of Taders, I don't know how they're going to, be dealing with that.
You idiot.
They better fucking not.
Nahara actually spits on the ground when you say that.
He's joking.
It was a joke.
He still spits on the ground.
I'm sure it's a joke to you, Cassian.
It's a nightmare for us.
No, it's not a joke to me because I have to live with that my entire time as well, trying to do good. And
Jeez.
As a
bunch of
Tevinter
people
mage,
that
I am sure that
don't.
is very hard on you.
You would be surprised how hard it is to go against your entire country just trying to do good. Don't dismiss a problem just because they are not yours.
Stop making our problems about you then.
I'm not. I'm saying no one has the right to dismiss a problem just because they're not theirs. I don't dismiss yours. Why do you dismiss mine? I'll just keep on digging.
Leovon and Finn don't see anything in the distance. You finish burying the body.
Before we put it in, he will turn towards Idicott and say, "Is it possible for you to tell us about them? Anything from the body?"
You can do an examination. Any help with your own insight of medicine would be very helpful. Or anyone, or turn to anyone.
I'll help. I have a 7 medicine.
Jeez, you have a sucking crazy medicine then.
2 sets of eyes are more useful than one.
Okay. Yeah, gotta make a medicine check with advantage.
Or you have a higher than Idicott.
Yeah, you want me to do it, Idicott?
Yeah, and I'll give her a mint.
Okay.
19 plus 3. 22.
22. The body, just judging from its jaw structure, as you look at it, doing like a anthropologist type examination here, a bones type examination. Male. Judging from the eyebrow ridge, the cheekbones, the ocular sockets, probably elvish.
Damn. He's going to, if I remember correctly, after you bury them, you're supposed to place on the ground a certain type of wood, correct? To ward off the crows.
Is that a thing?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't fucking know.
I reopened
I
the
don't know
wiki.
either.
I'll take
Are
your
crows,
word.
are crows digging into the ground?
It's a thing based off one of the gods. Second
Definitely.
burial. What?
Durfamen, the god of death.
Yeah, it's based off Dirthaman's
I think it's
the
mentioned
ravens.
once. Let's fucking.
A cedar branch. Yeah. So if possible, he would try and find any kind of cedar tree to put a cedar branch to scatter the ravens of fear and deceit.
Okay. Roll a survival check or nature, your choice.
exact same. 22.
22. Yeah, you eventually find a few cedar trees and break off a branch, bring it back to the gravesite.
After, finish filling in the dirt, he'll put the branch on top of it.
All right. Anything else?
He's
Anyone?
very quiet after that.
Yeah.
Do we have any signs of anyone that did this, or is it clear?
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
No prints or anything leading away from this.
Yeah, I mean, you see like stamped in the grass and the soil, like hoof prints, like from horses. You see a few like boot prints as
Likely
well.
long gone by now.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a number of people, at least 5 horses. So
Yeah, they're gone by now.
the body itself looks like it's probably been burning. I mean, it has long since burnt. It has probably just been like smoking, given the look out of it and given your medicine check earlier, for about 2 days. So this happened at least 2 days ago. And you guys were the only travelers who felt the urge to do something about it.
I'll look at Lucas and say, "This is what I was talking about."
Lots of burning corpses where you travel.
No, I'm saying this is what the Chantry has wrought, and this is what I disagree with, as we all should.
Yes. Intolerance is a dark spot on all of us. All we can do is try to do better every day.
Preach that. I'll go sit with Morocco. I'm gonna ask him a couple of things.
Yeah. You sit down. He's just been quietly sitting there, just looking off into the distance.
You're from the Chantry, aren't you? From the Circle. What do they think about the Splinter Group? Did they do anything against them?
Light of
Did they try to root
purification.
them out? Yeah.
Getting everything moving.
Yep. The carts begin to move. Being a court mage for the king has its privileges. One such is that I can have my own home and don't have to live at the Circle. So, besides the weekly Templar visits, I don't have much to do with the Circle these days. What their opinions are on the light of purification, I couldn't tell you. I would hope they disdain it, but who knows?
They don't seem to be doing much if they're going around burning corpses.
Oh. Templars do far worse in their own towers, so.
And they are sanctioned. Yeah. Just thought you might have
The
an
sign.
inside.
What did the sign say again? That tranquility is not enough. Is that what it said?
Yeah, the sign read, magic is evil, mages are evil, no more magic, no more demons, tranquility isn't enough.
Is not. Got it. Lovely statement.
Friends of Humanity from the X-Men.
Kinda, yeah.
It's exactly the same.
I love it. Anyway, we keep going.
Yeah.
Art's
After
going
that
to break
depressing
and burn the
episode.
sign, by the way.
What's that?
Yeah, well,
Nara does break and burn the
Oh,
sign,
yeah.
by the way.
definitely did that.
Yeah.
I can help you gladly. Turn that shit to kindling.
As you guys are traveling, you just hear this kind of humming from Lucas, just this. He kind of looks down at the pad that Nevarra lent him, just like flips to a few pages. Alright, you know what? Let's try this. When a humble bard graced a ride along. No, that's garbage. Let me move past that. He just seems to be writing a song.
Incredible. I love
Okay,
this man.
What a
this
fucking
song.
dork.
Toss a coin to your
Which,
mages. Oh, no, they have to change it. Has to
Yeah,
be
you have to.
mages.
Does
Oh,
go
valley
to
of
However-
plenty.
no valley of plenty. Sorry.
I do need one other D10 roll before we end this day of travel.
Doctor!
I don't think
Who is
Edgar
it?
has done it yet.
Doctor.
Doctor, go for it.
Yeah. 1d10 coming right up.
Strong
Four.
4. Oh, excellent.
Fuck off. Every time you say that.
He says that all the
Great.
time, you guys.
Awesome.
Everything is great
Incredible.
and awesome in his
Incredible.
Everyone go ahead and roll perception check.
Fucking God.
It's
My
a rodent
bad
stampede.
thing.
I don't want to perceive anything on this road anymore. 15.
I am beefing these perception rolls today.
Hey!
We noticed nothing.
Eric, help us. You're our only hope.
4
Yeah.
seems
Yeah,
to
but
be
I'm
my
getting-
number today.
What do my elven eyes see?
Your elven eyes are the one that picks it up slowly. As you guys are traveling, you see shafts like sticking up out of the dirt
What you
Uh,
talking about?
off the path from you. Yeah, thanks. Wow, you're
You
so
got it.
old.
I'm so happy. Shut your mouth!
Shut your mouth.
Completely over my head.
Um, it's a Samuel L. Jackson movie.
No, it is not. It is a Richard Roundtree movie.
Shaft? Was it Samuel L. Jackson Shaft?
Oh, the remake.
Remake.
Oh, you think I watched
Shaft's
the
been around a
original?
while.
You
Shaft's
think
from
I watched the
72.
original?
You gotta
I'm
go
not.
back to the 70s.
I'm not an old
71.
fuck.
I wasn't born in the 70s, but I still know Shaft is from the 70s.
Same.
I only saw the Samuel L. Jackson remake. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. Richard Roundtree, this fucking guy. Show of hands. Who knows who Richard Roundtree is?
Raise his hand.
I do now because
Never
I
been-
googled them.
Never even heard of them.
Yeah.
He's great.
Show of hands. Who knows who Samuel L. Jackson is?
Everyone.
Everyone raises their hand. Yeah.
This isn't looking good for the rest of you, is what I'm saying.
Anyways, you begin to see what looks like arrow shafts, like kind of embedded into the ground off the road, and you can see like what looks like heavy like grooves, like a horse was galloping as the arrows were falling. And you just kind of continue to follow this with your eyes, and then look ahead, and you
Damn, was
see
it raining arrows around here?
you see up ahead what looks like the body of a horse broken on the ground as it seemed to have collapsed. It is just pelted with arrows. Blood
Dead things on this highway.
blood kind of spattered across the soil and dirt. You see, sitting down, leaning against a rock off the side of the road, clutching their midsection, is what appears to be a woman that resembles Serana,
Oh
a
fuck.
Kunari woman. She's bleeding. You don't know if she's alive. The horse is dead next to her, and surrounding her are about 8 armored bodies, also unmoving.
I immediately get off the fucking ox
It-
cart.
Inika is running.
I give the reins to whoever. I don't give a fuck. And I'm just going. idea who this woman is.
Okay. As you slowly begin to approach, you don't see any movement.
She breathing?
Do you get close enough to check?
Yes.
Yeah, Idikod's running right up to her.
I'm
Doctor
making
mode time.
But before that, though, I will look around to see, just from this distance, what's her armor like?
Her armor, she's not wearing any.
She's not wearing any armor?
She looks like she's wearing traveling clothes.
Like normal,
Yeah.
non-kunai clothing.
Exactly, yeah.
Non-Kyun clothing. Okay.
Non-Kyun, yeah.
That's a good sign. Okay, after noticing that, I will pick up my pace and go for it. I don't want to walk into a Kunari trap.
Okay. As you get close enough to like see if she's breathing, like a few inches from her, you see a small twitch in her arm, and her arm, not clutching her midsection, comes forward with a dagger and just points it to your throat. As her head slowly lifts up and eyes you, you can see just pale, has lost a lot of blood.
I'm saying all this in Kunla and say, my friend, you seem to be very, very hurt. What happened? My friend here can help you. When I point to Itakad.
We're not here to hurt you.
I've already killed 8 men. I can add more to that pile.
You do not need to. We're not here to hurt you. Just tell us what happened.
Roll persuasion check.
Oh, fucking God.
You're gonna have advantage since Itakad's there, like, with his doctor bag, like, bro, I'm trying to help.
17.
17. Okay. She slowly lowers the dagger from her hand and like puts it into the ground.
Do you speak common? I say in Kunla.
She nods and responds in
Switch.
common. Yes.
Yeah, switch back. What happened here? Immediately, I give the go-ahead to Itakad too.
You just hear
Okay.
we, and she like
I can hear her in Kunlot.
she stops for a second and goes, I was traveling south to Cumberland to find work on a ship. I was attacked by these people. And you see the men themselves are, in patchwork, highwayman armor. They have, these bandanas or bits of cloth over their face. They just look like your stereotypical, like, highwaymen. It was about, it was about 15, 16 of them. I only killed 8.
Killed 8 men by yourself. Impressive. Just to cover all my bases, I'd like to search the bandits and see if I find any type of like insignia, badge, anything like that, just to make sure 100% that they are just bandits or not.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Comes a 1. 16.
16. You do find on all of them a matching like metallic badge, if you will, like this amulet basically that looks like oh fuck, what's the word? Side profile of a skull,
Mm-hmm.
with a sword kind of crisscrossing across the background of it, and an arrow going in the opposite direction. You don't recognize what group this belongs to, but
Huh.
it seems that they are some sort of banditry guild group collective, whatever you want to call it, as they all have the same.
Organized bandits.
Absolute
Yeah.
unit.
The
That's hilarious.
mafia. You got
Yeah.
a family.
We got a family here.
They have a mage amongst them. That's who did this to me.
All right. And the 8 that didn't die by your blade, where are they now?
They took off to the plains, left
Did
me
they
to
take-
die.
What did they take from you?
Something valuable.
All right. I'm gonna need more than that if I wish to help you.
They took your money.
Probably. She kind of nods towards the saddlebags on the horse.
You're making your way to Cumberland, right?
Yes.
If we heal you, patch you up, you think you can make it on foot?
I have to go after them.
Shit. All right.
Not to worry.
Give me a second, and
You
just-
patch me up. That's all I require. You'll have my
I'll pick her
things.
I'll pick her up if I can.
Oh, hang on. She has to get. This has to start taking hold. Unfortunately, because I don't have the healer feat, my med kits don't really do nothing.
Don't actually heal.
You probably get that.
But yeah, I'll take out one of my 2 like healing extracts. Put in an infusion thing, or a point of spend one of my infusion points to make it so I can give to her, and then put the healing bandage on the wound, and she gets 8 points of healing.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
I'm sure she was at a 1.
Well, yeah, thematically, like
after Itakot does that, I will pick her up,
Mm-hmm.
fireman style.
Okay.
And take her safely to where the rest of us are waiting.
Erika just says, "Be careful not to put pressure on the wound. Make sure that it's on her abdomen. Put the shoulder onto her."
I've picked up wounded soldiers before, Itakot, thank you.
Sorry,
Uh,
I'm in doctor mode.
Just take her to
Mansplaining.
the ox wagon, which is likely the one with the most space
Mm-hmm.
right by now. So yeah, I'll take it
Set
to
her on
that.
a nice pack of bear fur.
Bro, it's probably warm as hell. Put her
Nahar
on.
definitely rode out there to watch. If they're carrying it back, can Nahar go and remove the saddlebags from the dead horse just to bring it to the cart too?
Yeah, absolutely. They're very light because they're empty. They have been cleaned out.
They're completely empty. Okay.
Yeah.
Regardless, he does bring it just in case. But yeah.
Actually, roll a perception check.
Perception. Damn, could be investigation. Huh? 14.
14. Let's say it's empty. It's empty of anything valuable. It still has trail rations, food rations in it. Way more than what one person would need, however.
Oh.
Oh, now I know what the fucking valuable thing is. God damn it. I
Uh.
took it to the fucking cart. And I
yeah,
motioned
he-
for everybody to meet at the ox cart.
I'll come over and drop the saddlebags next to the lady, and he gives a sort of interested look, almost his eyes go from the saddlebag to her, kind
I
of look.
tell everybody
weird
I
setting.
tell everybody everything she said. just so that we're all up to speed.
Is she out of character, going the same direction as us, or different?
She's going down.
She's going to where you guys came
She's
from. Well,
going-
not from where you came from, but where the other group came from, Cumberland.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's going south.
South.
We're going
Okay.
north. So yes, she got attacked by brigands. Do any of you recognize this? And I show everyone, even the NPCs,
Even the NPCs.
Do we recognize this?
the fucking skull
Badge.
thing, the badge.
Tim thinking who might be able to make a check.
Leo Von
Mhm.
can roll a
Yeah.
history check.
Hey.
Really? I usually never do because with my backstory, I don't know shit about
Because it's
anything.
crimes.
Climbs. They stole your cheese.
Oh yeah, you're the only one who could possibly recognize it because you're from Nevarra. So, I mean, I guess technically you said in Verlinar as well, but they were more insular. So, yeah, none of you seem to recognize it.
Regardless, it's a bandit group. They seem to have taken something from her. Something, but she has yet to reveal what.
How long ago were you attacked?
Hour ago, maybe. Oh. What is time when you're bleeding out? You know?
He looks at the other, like everyone else, and goes, "An hour's a bit out of the way, but we don't know how long they can go. It's possible to catch up, but turn around."
Which direction did they go?
I didn't request anything from any of you. You can simply, if you wouldn't mind patching me up, I will be on my way.
Chances of you dying on your own are very high.
It's a chance I'm willing to take.
Fuck.
What's your name again?
My name is Kutaz.
Well, Katar, sometimes you don't need to ask for people to be actually willing to help you. If you don't want, then we'll go on our way.
I wouldn't want my ill fate to put anyone else in danger.
We've been through worse. But that's ultimately your choice.
Well, and also, you should ask the rest. Can't decide by yourself. You have to
Yeah,
put
they're all
together
here.
For that. Yeah, but we haven't asked any of their opinions.
Yeah, I'm leaving it open.
Oh, I think it's a wondrous tale. I think we should go.
Hmm.
Don't we have a job to do?
We're a day away from that job.
I know. We're there. We're right there.
One can swear he can see it in the distance.
I can smell the sewers from here.
That's probably me, honestly. Probably should bathe soon. Sorry.
What did they steal from you? And then I'll switch to Conrad and say, we mean no disrespect. We just need to understand so we can help you.
So many humans speaking our tongue fluently.
Well, I'll look up Tharana.
The Kunari have been here for 300 years. It was bound to happen at some point.
This is something that my people teach sometimes because we are at war, but she perfected my Kunrat in the years that we've known each other.
Mhm.
My mother taught me.
She kind of looks over at you, Etika, as you say that, because you're like, just this. That's an interesting statement you just said.
He's right.
Regardless, the thing that was taken is my most valuable thing in this entire world. My child.
Duh.
I thought you were going to
course.
say that.
Shit.
You thought she was going. Never mind.
You would. Mm.
I'll look at
Yeah.
Finn and say, I
Um,
work against slavers.
I look at
I
it.
thought that's what she's going to say, yes.
Yeah, I look at Easton and say, yeah, I agree with, because Hazel's putting out the vibes right now, and if the
Yeah.
vibes are clear from Easton,
The
who's
vibes
a
are clear.
fucking mother, then yeah.
Nahara's going to hold out. He's going to pull out his sword just a little bit and cut his palm and reach out towards her and say, I will help you if you'll have me.
I don't know. Is that a elvish thing?
I say in Kula, it's a daily.
He-
Just go with it. You don't have to cut up on your hand. Just shake his.
She reaches out and shakes your hand. Her,
I
her
cast
hand's
Blood
already bloodied,
Transference.
so
She could heal 54 points, 56 points of health.
holy shit.
We love blood magic.
Well, that's some blood magic. You watch, she kind of,
That's some blood
her eyes kind of go wide as her wounds seem to rapidly just close and suture themselves.
Perfect. Good job, Nahara.
That.
We
Magic.
can't have you
It's
laying in
strange.
the wagon if we're going to be going after them.
You're right.
You are a Talvashov, yeah?
Yes.
Good. Don't want any hatred towards my Sarabas brethren here.
No. I don't have the energy for hatred anymore.
Alright. I said that in Kunlot. You did not understand that. So eat my
No, I
ass.
didn't. That was out of character. Out of character. I was like, what?
Eat my ass.
I did, though.
Alright.
You better get a move on then.
Fuck.
We should tell maybe our employer, your employer, not mine, that you're
I'll
trying to
go
abandon them.
tell. Oh, well,
Guys,
maybe he
the
will want to
city is
settle
right
down.
there. It's right.
It's a kid, Leo.
I can
I'm gonna go
see
to,
Pentagast
Morocco.
Monument from here.
This is like, you know how bad it is when we have to deliver cheese. This is
I
going
can
after an actual person.
I can smell the Menanta River. It's right.
I'm gonna go to Morocco and explain it to him. So that happened. A child was taken, and we are going to help this Kunari. Oh, the Stavashoth, because Sarana actually explained to me that Kunari is not the right word for them. So Stavashoth person, you want to come along? And I'm sorry this delays your job even further, but remember, doing good sometimes.
Shouldn't be more than a few hours.
Ha!
No, Fedden's. Well, she said it was an hour ago, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That means they're riding. It means we have to make up an hour on
Oh,
their
they're
travel.
riding? Fuck.
In which direction do they go?
Fennon, don't lie to
West.
the man.
They went
Shit.
west. So we
I
have
didn't
we
know
did-
that they were on.
Wait, are there tracks from them riding? I meant they were traveling more than riding. I don't know if they have horses. Or
Oh.
not.
No, there you don't see any horse tracks. That's why they were shooting so many arrows to try and stop hers.
Fedden super
Down
duper
foot.
already looking for which way they went.
They went west off the main.
Yeah, they went west. She saw where they went as she was like losing consciousness.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll ask Morocco and ask him, do you want to come along? You seemed very capable the last time. Do you help us?
Somebody
It's
should
a
stay here and
delay.
watch the wagons.
Are you sure?
I am going to, as we leave, do quick somatic motions in the air and spiritual energy will trace from my fingers, and I'm going to aim that energy at who has the lowest hit points? Myself. Uh, Leo, I think has pretty low, right? Eric?
I have 48.
Yeah. Okay. Leo and Itika, what's your HP?
My total
Mm-hmm.
43.
Yeah, you motherfuckers in the 30s and the 40s need some fucking HP.
Damn.
So I'm going to cast a third level aid. You guys get me and you two get plus 10 to our HP.
Imagine having prepared aid.
I always prepare aid. Just haven't been casting it because I'm a moron. 32 minus 5.
Oh, I actually do have it. I do have it, but I'm not gonna guess.
So basically, your max HP goes up by 10, and you heal
Yay.
that 10.
Oh,
It's just
cool.
that mine is not aid; it's called blood ward because it's blood magic.
No. Morocco does take out from his bag what appears almost looks like an ink vial, but it has like a faint kind of like blue lyrium glow to it, and he kind of shakes his head and says, "No, someone should stay here with the wagons, but I can offer one thing." And he walks up to you, Finnan, and begins to trace a runic glyph on your quiver with the ink as he casts flame arrows.
Ooh.
Do you
Ooh.
promise?
You promise? I love it.
So when you hit a target with a ranged weapon attack using a piece of ammunition drawn from the quiver, the target takes an extra 1d6 fire damage. This lasts an hour.
Oh.
Yes, it's great. Flame
Morocco.
arrows amazing.
Oh, sexy man.
And if you have swift quiver, even better. But sadly not.
Look. Gonna have to learn that one.
Yeah.
I'll say, all right, just take care of yourself then.
We'll be back
Well,
as soon
I
as
am
possible.
absolutely going. This is going to make for a fantastic tale. Perhaps even a song.
I don't want to bring this up, but what about Verlin?
He's staying here with Morocco.
Erla can stay with Marco.
Right.
If
Good idea.
that is fine with,
He said,
you know.
the mother. Ask the mother. So,
Mommy dearest.
mommy dearest.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay.
She says, So yeah,
All right.
Erlen will have to stay here.
Yes, and mommy. Oh no.
Yes, and mommy. Jeez. Verlin kind of nods, like kicks the dirt a little bit.
Yeah, we tell him we gotta rescue another kid. All right. We do the same for you 1,000 times over. Just stay here.
Whoa, let's not get carried away.
Shut the fuck up. Oh man.
Yeah, I think Leo Vaughn only risks his life for cheese.
Yes.
Verlin just kind of crawls into the back of the wagon, just crosses his arm and just sighs.
For Erlen.
You guys begin to head west, following the tracks.
Does anyone want to use Noctis to get a...
Oh, Nahara's going to jump out his saddle and offer it to the lady.
She just kind of shakes her head. I was never one for riding. You keep it.
Oh, if no one needs, I will leave my horse here.
Mhm.
The wagon.
Probably better.
He,
I wouldn't say that. In case they tried to run, I would keep it with us. Or in case we need to get the child away quickly.
that is also fair. Come on, Noctis, we have a mission. And I'll whistle to him.
Right away, Amladaris. I race to your side.
He's literally the hangman.
He's literally
Yes.
the hangman. I love it.
Yes, I love him so much. I'll just, I'll ride him to battle like a...
Do not speak of the night, Jorb.
as we're leaving, Itikad's gonna go up. As we're leaving, Itikad's gonna go up to Morocco and say, "We are sorry for the delay, Mr. Morocco, but a child's life may very well, quite possibly, is on the line, and we cannot sit idly by while a mother is separated from her child. We apologize for this inconvenience, but as soon as we return, you will be headed straight home. No more delays, I assure you. For the meantime, we will be back. I assure you, promise you."
What you're doing is perfectly fine, Doctor. Don't think anything of it.
Thank
You
for your
should
understanding, sir.
catch up and keep doing good.
Thank you, sir. Just keep going.
Okay. Who wants to roll survival check?
After our lips quick off
Yeah.
long enough, we have to go
I was
fast.
muted. I said I was muted. No one heard because I was muted because I'm eating a very very crumbly cookie, so it makes a lot of noise. I will pat Morocco on the shoulder and saying thank you, and climb on Noctis. And since no one wants to ride my demon horse, I will.
Can you make it a demon Bronto?
Demon
I could make him
Bronto.
anything, really.
Oh
I've had a
Jesus.
Bronto forever.
Now, what's a Bronto?
It's a deep roads animal, a dwarven.
Okay. I can imagine Saran on like a big ass bull.
Oh hell yeah!
I
absolutely.
could make him a bull. Yeah.
Who wants to roll a survival check?
Come on, is that a question? There's only one person that's tracking here.
Fennec
Please.
would like to, please.
Okay.
Please.
Can I provide her with assistance?
She already has
Mint?
advantage.
Mint.
That and survival. Itikad does good. Not
Yeah.
probably not as
But
good as her.
she
but-
already has advantage on survival, but you can give her a mint.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because of her
I will
bow.
take it gladly.
Look at you.
We're
Fennec's like
fine in
child
this game.
in danger.
Like
We
during
got-
that whole like talking to Morocco, she's like has probably walked like 100 feet away, and she's like standing there like, guys, come on, guys, come on, guys, come on, let's go.
I want to mention the
Um,
cool part about this. To my knowledge, you can at fast pace as a ranger still track, which means Fennec could be like at a fucking jog, just
Yeah.
like, yep, I see
Yeah.
everything.
She's
She,
not-
tr- she
doesn't
tracks
have
like
a-
Legolas. She
yeah.
just fucking runs and tracks.
What do you have? I see. Guy on a buffalo. Yes.
Guy on a buffalo. Excellent. You guys travel for only about 30 or so minutes before you see up ahead of you several erected tents in a somewhat circular fashion. Wow, Eric. Do you
Holy
teach
shit.
third grade or are you in third grade?
Oh,
I love that man. He's so
God.
fucking dorky. He's the best. You see about 4 tents. You see about 7 people sitting around, sharing a laugh. Currently in the process of spit roasting some wild game they found here in the plains. You see they all wear somewhat matching clothing as well they can. You see there are no beasts of burdens or horses or anything. Looks like they do carry their, belongings in a pack on their back.
Does that look like them?
Do we see a child? A Kunari child?
You do not currently know.
Yep, I asked the Canary.
Probably in one of
Does
the tents.
this look like them?
It does. Especially that one. She kind of just this gritted teeth voice just points at a somewhat slightly nicer dressed individual with this staff leaning against the nearby tent that they sit in front of.
Does he look, this mage? Does he look to Vinter?
Oh yeah.
No, actually. Much of their clothing and much of their, as far as you could tell, um, uh, words, lineage, is that the word? They look Nevarran. That's what I'm trying to get across.
But they're clearly apostates.
I mean, if they're a mage, and they don't belong to a circle, then yeah, absolutely, they're apostate.
Alright. Does he look to be like the head honcho here?
Well, as they kind of reach forward and cut off a slab of gamey meat, you see a little past the hood. You see it is a woman, not a man.
Okay. Do they look like the head honcho here?
You don't know if they're the head honcho, but they definitely have like an air to them.
All right.
Inikad takes that from his extracts. He's going to hand Serana her mutagen,
Thank you, Doctor.
as well as hand Cassian, and he's actually going, put in infusion point to break bond to him. Give a whitish red extract to Cassian, which is hasten and large.
Ooh.
Or not Cassian. Cassian, because I don't think. Yeah. Leo's been kind of shady, literally, in the last few fights. So,
Shut up.
Yeah, haste the paladin. Definitely haste the paladin. Remembered that, Hazel?
I was shady for not running straight into a giant bear.
no, you were shady because you were literally in the shade. Haha.
Okay.
Does this look? Tell me if this camp reminds me. If the setup of this camp reminds us of where the cultists that we fought that were anti whatever Leo is. Does it
No,
look like
they
this
don't.
game?
They don't seem to be. They don't have like gold gargoyle masks or anything like that.
No. I'm asking if the setup of their camp is any similar to that.
No, this is like very loose. Like it's literally just 4 tents in like a circular fashion surrounding a cooking fire.
All right.
Yeah, it just looks like just a bandit camp.
Do they look like they have a guard posted?
No, actually, they're all sitting on the fire, drinking from a small cask, and occasionally chopping bits of cooking meat off of the spit.
I look at the Canary lady and say, "All right. So, what were you going to do? You got here by yourself. Just ambush them?"
I was going to slaughter every single one of them if I could.
Well, they don't seem to. Well, they seem to be idiots and have no guards set, so we could ambush them. And I'm wondering where your child is. I don't see any sign of a cage or anything.
It could be one of the tents.
Could be.
Meaning we'll have to keep any area of effect spells to a minimum. Sadly, we don't want to burn any of those tents.
We should find the kid first. Make sure they don't do
As soon as
anything.
we jump them, instead of attacking, we could simply try to get the inside the tents, find what there is, take routes, and then.
Half and half.
Are there any of you able to slink around unseen?
Point to
Oh,
Leo.
Leo.
Oh, yeah.
Too bad he's already shadow stepped away and you can't find him.
Because if you could,
Well,
then
Leo
maybe
could.
we don't even have to fight these people. Maybe you just sneak in and get my child.
Given that Leo's gone, he might
I
be
could
ahead
try.
of you.
I would.
Somewhere.
I was joking.
Yeah, I had assumed.
All right.
Right, and if you need to, vanish for a few moments, I can help you with that. My words have a way of erasing people.
Who said this?
The
Lucas.
bard.
Okay, I hope so. Great, another posting.
Bitch.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? I can literally speak you out of existence. In a manner of speaking, you'll be invisible.
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea at all.
You do it to more than one person.
Of course. I can do it to 2 people.
Sounds like he should sneak in there, put them both invisible, and then get out of there.
Well, no, I'm not sneaking in there. You're out of your mind.
Oh, you can sneak real good if you're invisible, right?
I
What?
can go in.
I think
I
even if
I
were
have the
invisible,
ability to go invisible as well.
so I don't think that statement is correct. But that's me, though.
As I said, I can go invisible. I could do it.
Hey, crazy idea. I know we all recognize that Fen needs to work on her negotiation skills.
What? How is that?
You know it's true. This is a perfect opportunity. We can surround him. She can try this again. Remember the first time we did this?
Leovon.
No, I want you to succeed. I want you to win with your words.
Leovon.
You need this
Why do you have to keep bringing this up?
because
Yes,
I want
negotiation
to see progress, growth mindset. You just haven't learned how to negotiate yet.
Why do we need to
Right.
negotiate?
Because we don't have to murder everybody.
We don't. We're trying to slip in and out.
And sneaking in, but then taking out a child without being able to make that child invisible is probably
can
not a
make-
great plan.
I can make that child invisible too.
So you can go in and make her invisible, but then you are not invisible.
I would be
Exactly.
invisible too.
You
No,
can
you
make
won't.
both of you invisible. You said one.
I could make us both invisible.
As you go in.
I
Before.
can go
but-
invisible in and cast a spell again and get us both out
Oh.
invisible.
All
Or
right.
if I'm still afraid, I can go in, speed myself up with magic, and run faster than a horse away.
Or we can just intimidate them and make them give them up. I mean, we can just talk. We're a pretty imposing fucking force.
Last time I tried to talk, I almost died.
Yeah, well,
But-
you know that was a one-off. You're usually pretty good at that, Cassian. But I'm saying
Well,
Fen Fen can do this. I believe in you, Fenin.
That was on purpose to stall and for you to release Hala. but,
Why would we negotiate with kidnappers?
I don't know.
We don't negotiate with kidnappers.
We don't have to kill them. We can just knock them out if it comes to happen. But
Why should we do that? If they rip
If-
our life away, why? What
it,
rights do they have to it?
no offense. I'm just not gonna take much advice from guy who ran at Bear and guy who ran at Templars.
I think what we're trying to say is your
Those are
idea is sound. But
terrible
it might
titles.
go wrong, and if it goes wrong, we have to have a plan B to rescue both of you and the child. We can't just assume that the plans will work because they usually don't.
I don't want to put you all in danger.
No,
That's why I am
fine.
offering an alternative to slaughtering them. But I can assure you, my blood is boiling.
As it should be.
These men don't deserve life. If they can rip a child from a mother's arms, they don't deserve life at all.
I don't
So
think
much.
walking up there, they can slit the child's throat as quick as we walk up there. So, I
So
think
I-
we should sneak in, make sure the child is secure, and then whatever happens, happens.
That's a good plan.
That should be our priority.
Confirm to us, however you can, that you have the child, and then we'll deal with them if we have to. But if you can escape with the child, then we don't.
Who's going in?
Whichever one of you is the most stealthy.
Leo's certainly the most stealthy, but he doesn't seem up for it. So I can go.
I can't get
Well-
her out invisible. I don't do that shit.
Right.
I can get in
if-
there just fine. I can't get her out without her getting seen. You think I don't know how stealthy this kid is?
If you say that you can turn both of you invisible, that would be the best thing. Just you got to be careful that they don't see you casting.
And I'm going to.
Something else.
How far away are we from these dudes?
When you first spot the camp, you're about 120 feet away. So if you wanted to get closer, you're more than welcome to.
Lucas,
Yeah, I'm going to.
make me invisible. I'll go with him.
Who's gonna go?
Nahara and I
Nahara?
guess Benin.
We only need one.
I'll turn to
If they get in
Fin.
a scrape,
I'll turn to Finon. Finon, aren't
No, no,
you
no, no.
able
We only
to?
need one. So who's going?
I can go.
Finon,
I
aren't
don't
you
like this.
able to increase our ability to remain in shadow?
no.
That's a sin.
That's a sin.
Nahara is the only one that can make himself
Thank you,
Invisible, yeah.
Isin.
invisible.
Isin
Right.
is going to enhance ability.
So Nahara should do it. I was gonna do that too, but okay. You do
I
it,
don't think
Hazel.
he should go in by himself though.
It's
He-
dangerous, but
it's-
if there's anyone that can escape,
literally-
it probably is me.
It's literally
Okay,
the only
fair.
way to guarantee someone doesn't get seen.
I thought Finon had passed without a trace.
No.
No,
No,
that's a
it's-
sin.
It's
No.
his.
She
it's
she
it's
could
his
she
end.
could take it because she's a ranger, but no, Easton has it.
I agree
Okay.
here that Nahara is the
I
only
chose
one
my
that
spells
can
the way I chose
actually
my spells. Leave me be.
try
So,
to get the
in-
child out safer.
Invisible
be
or
around.
no? What am I doing here?
Invisible, yes. That's
Well,
what
I'm-
I think.
I'll at least follow you partway in.
Nahara can make himself invisible.
Right,
can.
but he better
I
he
can't.
better save that for when he's in the tent with a child.
I mean, he can just cast it again.
I get.
Yes, and
He-
waste
they're
all his.
suggesting I save spell slots. I get
Yes.
it. Well,
What?
So Lucas,
Lucas will make
So I
you
make him invisible
now.
now.
Yes.
Right.
Make him useful.
Well, if
No.
you're both going, I can make both of you invisible.
Yes,
No,
exactly.
only one. It lessens the chance of being found.
Benin was suggesting
Okay.
Hold
going
up.
in part way.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go at least being close
Bennett.
by,
Pennant, no,
not
I'll do
2
it.
rounds of dash away. Okay.
Make us both invisible. I'll pass without a trace.
Oh my god.
There you go. And we'll just stand here. If anything goes wrong, we'll attack.
Yeah.
If anything
So have
goes wrong,
Lucas cast it on you first,
Yeah,
and
Lucas
then when
cast
you're
on us.
inside, you can cast it on the kid.
And
Okay.
then Leo's going with me with pass out of trace. That is such a massive bonus to
Leo,
yeah.
are you
Yeah,
are you
you are
trying
not being
to are you trying to do this without anyone noticing, or are you just doing it out in the open?
Well, I
'Cause
mean, this
pretty
new
sure the
guy is
only
who
one-
doesn't know.
I
Oh,
thought-
pass without a trace?
Yeah,
The only one who's ever seen me do that is
Easton, I think, is the only one who's seen
Sen,
you.
I believe.
or was
use
it a Sen or
magic.
was it Fenon?
It was Easton. It was behind the
it was
ice
Eason.
wall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking why not? I don't care anymore.
We're all mages.
I think
You
here.
I
see me
Sen
shadow
was
step all over
something.
the place.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
you shadow
that's not
stepping.
normal.
You all watch this for a moment before the invisibility takes place. Leo Von meditates for a second and kind of moves his hands in front of him and then kind of moves them apart. And as he does, you watch as what shadows are cast in this area from rock, from bush, from small tree, shifts to him, and as he spreads his hands apart, wraps around whoever is in the vicinity, as he uses magic, but not magic from the Fade.
Can we hide here using that bonus because he's near us?
Or he's gonna walk
Once I'm
away.
gone,
Yeah, once he's gone, you're minus the 10, so you're more than welcome
Aw.
to.
I didn't know a word like that. Okay.
Yeah. You have to stay within the radius at all times.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't have disadvantage on stealth anymore.
You're a
fine.
distance enough away, and they haven't noticed you yet. So
Yeah, we can just.
Naro's going to pass over the reins to Fenin. Reins of his riding horse.
Aye.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
You say that to
Yeah.
who are you
She's not
saying
going
that
in.
to?
No, I'm saying it out loud to obviously the man that's coming with me,
Oh, okay.
but I can't exactly see him, and you can't exactly see me, so it is just a voice that says, "Are you ready?"
Well, at that point, it would be wise to say, "Are you ready, Leovan?"
It's like hand on shoulder, like we're like, you know, those commandos in a hallway kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's like we got to stay together on this stealth.
Stick together.
Okay. Well, both of
Yeah.
you roll stealth checks. You both have advantage because of invisibility.
Do
And
I get
plus 10.
double advantage because of my boots?
No, you do not. You just get one advantage.
31,
31.
he's gone. 29,
29.
he's gone.
Okay.
Incredible.
The rest of you, I'm assuming, are moving closer to where you're not, you know, more
Yep.
than your movement speed from combat.
So Tim, I actually have a question.
Yeah.
So Find Steed, right? Says
Mhm.
that while mounted on your steed, you can make any spell you cast that targets only you also target your steed. Would that work for the extract as well?
You're not casting.
You're not casting that
Not
spell.
casting. No.
God
He
damn
is.
it. No, but I'm okay, yeah. Damn it.
My extract?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're casting it. They're not.
you're casting it.
Well, yeah, it's already cast. It's just waiting to go off inside the bottle. Like
But
you
the
can
point is,
feed
it
to
doesn't
him.
also feed the horse. It doesn't work on both together.
Yeah.
It's just,
Oh
because
no.
It has to be something I cast.
Mhm.
Then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
Okay, I need stealth checks from everyone else. You can get the plus 10 bonus if you're moving with the other two.
Or
Get
I'm
in
not
on this
moving
action.
with-
Get
Are
in
we
on
moving
this.
with them?
we're moving
For a
with
little
them.
bit,
You're
probably.
moving with them
Point.
to get closer to,
Oh.
so you're not 7 rounds away.
Yes,
oh, look,
please.
it's
20.
me, you guys. I'm not
This.
noisy
Nice.
anymore. Still have plus 0, but I'm not noisy
26,
anymore.
20. Crazy.
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 Yeah!
35.
36.
Yeah,
Nice.
36.
Natural 20, 25, 26, 36. Yeah.
23.
Nice.
Cause on a mission.
Greatest spell ever made.
Greatest spell
Uh.
ever made. Rod of the Woodlands is a busted ability because it just gives you passive trace.
Yep.
Busted item.
Quick question, DM.
Kutaz rolled 26, yep.
These guys, they're like sitting around a campfire. Like, are they like just like campfire in the middle, and all of them are like 5 feet around it?
Yeah, they're just like, they're chilling, you know, have a bit of camaraderie, laughing, telling stories, you know, eating, cooking, game, roasting.
I could totally bomb the hell out of them. Holy
Well,
Well,
that would be
maybe
really
not right
bad
now.
because the tents are right there.
You would burn a child alive. So
Yeah.
No, because my bombs only have a splash of 5 feet. So if the tent's like 10 feet away from it,
Idicod
would also ruin
Idicod
the
would know
surprise, though.
better. Idicod would know better.
It also doesn't stop the fire from spreading to the tents that the child's
Yeah.
supposed to be in.
Like that would be a lot of collateral.
oh,
It is a bomb. You're throwing a bomb in a fire right now.
Yeah.
I thought it would just only hit them. I can't.
Like if I throw
Either-
an axe can and it shoots shrapnel, you know, 20 feet in every direction, and like after it blows up in a fire, then I'm pretty sure an actual fucking bomb would be very dangerous.
like, theater of mind, I have trouble wrapping my head around. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So Idicod and Nevarra move forward. The rest of you slowly
Yep,
creep
it's the
forward as
doctor.
well.
It's not me. It's the doctor. Good luck,
Leo
buddy.
Von and Nevarra. I was looking at his name.
I
Just-
forgot.
I'm sorry.
Silly man.
I
We're
have to
retconning. It's the
roll.
doctor now. Go get him, buddy.
No,
Go get
shut
him.
up. Shut your mouth.
22 for the horse. Because
alright.
I'm bringing the horse closer in case we have to run with the child.
You just hear as you guys are walking, Lucas just kind of right. So not really brought up to speed on all of your combat capabilities. Out of all of you, which 5 of you would do better with a bit of inspiration?
All of us, really.
All of us really just pick and choose.
Is he gonna sing a song while we're stealthing?
Yes.
That doesn't.
No,
that
not
doesn't.
now, but
That doesn't
during
have
the-
me at all.
I'll be the healer. And that's all I can think of. The healer's probably good to have inspiration, but
right.
other ones I have
We'll
no
say
I
the good
could have used
doctor, the Kunari
gonna say-
goddess, Talvishoth
Blushing.
goddess.
Blush again.
The mother, the warden, and the other mother. Basically everyone except Cassian, and
Yay!
himself. The only reason before that is because when he goes to inspire you all, he just goes, "I have a question for you all. How do you castrate a Tavine? You kick his sister in the jaw."
Wow.
But
A
that
copper
is,
coin
that
materializes.
is not a
The
bad
copper,
one.
the copper coins is I don't know.
That is actually a very good one.
An acorn bounces off his head.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I imagine Acorn just hits him, and then a fucking copper coin just like bombs off his face.
And the funny thing, like,
He so
throughout it
badly
all-
wants to cast Prestidigitation to make Disembody laughing, but he doesn't.
like throughout it all, any Tavine jokes, Cassian is laughing at them. He loves it.
Like, I'm just glad you guys are enjoying my shitty Dragon Age jokes that I came up with.
Always.
Oh, you wrote these down? Good job.
Oh, absolutely, I did.
Good job.
I have a whole list, baby. This is how he's gonna inspire you fucks.
I love it.
All right, excellent. So those 5, basically everyone except Lucas and, everyone in that group except Lucas and Cassian has an inspiration. It's a D8. So
Big boy bard.
Nevarra and Leovan enter the campsite. You enter from the somewhat kind of like southeastern, like between 2 tents, where you can see there's a bit of open space between 2 of these ruffians, these highwaymen. You both or each of you separately can make an investigation check if you wish.
God, what is safer? I have a good investigation. So you want to do it separate, or do you want to do it together? Leave it to you.
Is that what he asked? He said each of you make an investigation, right?
He said each or together, didn't he?
Yeah, together or
Oh.
separately. It's your
Sorry,
choice.
I misheard. I'm a 0, so go for it.
22.
22. Just kind of very gently taking a look in that first tent to your left. You look in, you see, you know, a travel, 2 travel bedrolls laid out, with no small child. You look in your tent to the right, roughly the same, with, you know, maybe a little bit more accoutrement within it. You very gently step past the fire, making your way back around the tents towards the other 2. And you both, with your passive perceptions here to your right, this like muted crying. And it's the tent that the mage is sitting in front of.
Now I were to try to go around behind it
Mhm.
and very carefully and slowly try to cut a hole in the tent to go in from the back.
Right. Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy.
You have advantage because it's a dexterity check.
Yes. 20.
20. You very gently like, cut it from behind. And as you kind of open one side of it, like a flap, you look in and you see a small Kunari child. Can't really tell if it's a boy or a girl. It's very young. They are very young. Hands tied behind their back, ankles tied with rope as well, and a gag over their mouth. They're just kind of like laying on their side on a bedroll, just crying. They look probably they look roughly about Verlin's age ish, as far as you can tell.
He's going to creep go up like next to her and just whisper as quietly as he can, but like as close as he can. Your mother is here to save you. Be quiet, child.
They just nod, like fervently, like just.
He's going to try and pick up the child and gently pull them away from the flap as far as you can get them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another stealth check.
Just tick on the +10 again. 22. Ooh, that's lower.
Ooh, low end.
22.
Hopefully good. God, 22 still high.
Okay. The rest of you, as you're kind of watching, waiting, like almost holding your breath, trying to see what's going on. You see, as the mage is sitting there, like eating a piece of meat, like kind of sucking the meat off the bone, kind of like tosses it to the side. You can see her head kind of lifts up for a second. Her eyes kind of cast down, and she goes back, leans forward, cuts off another piece of meat, continues eating.
Oh.
How dare you stress me like that? How dare you?
Tense, motherfucker.
You pick up the child and slowly, like almost crouch walk backwards out of the tent.
Cast invisibility on him?
Yeah, I wanted to get further away, so hopefully the DC wouldn't be so high, to try and cast invisibility, as a 3rd level slot, targeting myself and the child.
Okay. Yeah, you step away, step back. When you get about 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away, you see the Kunari child, or Tal'dorei child, like looks up at you, gag still over their mouth, like just wide-eyed, like tears, like, caked and streaming on the sides of their face. You take a moment. Cast invisibility, both of you vanish.
And he's going to begin. He will like pat Leovan on his shoulder and whisper, "It's time to go."
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, fuck. There's a lot of rolls.
Oh, that's a lot of rolls. That's
It's a lot of perception rolls.
a
I
lot
think.
of rolls. Please.
Please. You guys make a wide berth around the campsite. You see, off in the distance, because they no longer have the spell of Leovan casting shadow over them. You see that your group, most of them anyways, those who didn't roll incredibly high, about 30 feet from the camp, maybe a little more, maybe 40. You both make your way over stealthily, quietly. You still hear you still you still hear like the revelry and like laughing of the campsite behind you as you make your way back to your group.
You managed to get all the way there?
What's that?
You managed to get all the way there?
Yep.
Okay, he's still invisible, set a hand on the mother, on her shoulder, and then gently try to press the child towards her.
You immediately see the woman that at first she's startled, and then you can just see like this like recognition in her eyes, even though she can't see, and she reaches out and just takes the child in her arms. And you immediately see like she doesn't cry, but there's definitely like tears being held back in her eyes as she just clutches the child to her chest.
We need to be quick.
It's funny
Let's go.
because she's clutching invisible things, so we just see her arms
Yep.
holding nothing.
A
Yep.
mother
Guys.
knows what the feeling of
Yeah,
their
no,
child.
but for us, it's kind of crazy because we
yeah, it's
see her
funny with
holding nothing.
Yeah.
Let's go. Once I notice that, we're moving out.
Heading out iced. You.
And we're
And
stealthy because I have
we
passed
still
the
have
trace
time,
still up.
So
Yep.
I'll
Yeah.
get on Noctis, and I want to be the last one just in case they come chasing us, so I can try to stop them.
Okay. Easy enough. You guys make your way back towards the wagons.
Making our way.
Just
As soon as we're like out of eyesight,
Just for
he's
shits
going to
and
drop
giggles.
invisibility so that he
It's
can,
making
you
our
know,
way, but still.
pull so she
Yo,
can
he's
like
rolling.
pull the
Yo, he's
gag out of
rolling.
her child's mouth and
Yo,
such.
he's rolling.
He's rolling
Oh.
He's
again.
rolling.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's so many rolls.
That's a
good God.
scary block of text right there.
Yeah, you guys continue moving. You drop invisibility, and she kind of looks down, like immediately, like this, like sheer, like mama bear strength, just like breaks the ropes and bindings around her child's arms and legs, and pulls the gag off their mouth.
Are we on the cart?
You guys are making your way back to the wagon. Yeah, you're
He
you're-
dropped it like all
you
the way
walked
into
for about
one.
30 minutes, so you have a little ways to get back.
Okay.
He wasn't like, I'm gonna hold the invisibility, let this child be bound and gagged for another 30 minutes. He was like,
Yeah.
if we're out of eyesight, I can drop. Like it's
Also,
fine.
we're walking weapons out just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So we are making our way. Towards
Make it
the
away.
wagon.
No, it's a stealthy. Make it away.
Towards the
It's
wagon.
coming. Make it
Yeah.
away.
You guys continue moving, keeping an eye on your rears, see if any ruffians, bandits, highwaymen, whoever these people were, are chasing after you. And to your surprise, given how poorly most of your endeavors go, there aren't any. Seems to have been incredibly successful infiltration and
Wow,
extraction.
we
Shit.
succeeded at something, you guys.
Put that in the W column. Not a lot of those. So take
Not a
that.
lot of those.
Yeah.
You
Take that
managed
one.
to successfully complete a quest without killing anyone.
Pat yourself
Yeah.
on the back.
It's unfortunate that you really deserve death though.
Oh,
they
absolutely,
did.
for sure. Morocco's
would've
gonna
just
be
let
proud
it-
of you.
Yeah, it would have just led to a
Morocco
whole
will
other
be
mess.
proud.
Yeah. So yeah, I get back. We get back.
Mm-hmm.
We're not invisible anymore. I tell Morocco.
Oh, I'm
That's
still invisible. I never want. I want to hold that spell as long as possible because I still have it from the bard.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. You have fun with that. I tell Morocco.
How long? Visibility is what? A
An
minute?
hour, I think.
An
An
hour?
hour.
Yeah, no, you can have that as long for the next 30 minutes.
We're gonna have some acorn fun in a little bit.
I tell Morocco, move, let's move. We got the child. And
And I'll
and
tell
when-
him.
You're
I
not
get on
covered in
Morocco.
blood and viscera.
No,
No, we didn't
this
kill
has been
anyone.
successful. So let's move. No comments
I'll-
on it. They might still be on our ass. So let's go.
You see a smile
Oh.
stretches across his
Yep.
face.
I'll nod at him and then go into the wagon. Because
I'll-
I am the
I'll-
only
I'll-
one that knows his backstory.
I'll
You-
invite.
Yeah. Do you two wish to go? Oh, and I'll let you do it. Fuck,
Yeah,
fuck that. Sorry.
I'll invite the two Kunari to the ox cart with me.
Where are you heading?
Oh shit, that's right. We're going north. Do you still want to go to Cumberland now? Nevarra City might be a good way to start off anywhere.
It could be. We could get a riverboat on the Menanter and head east.
Yes, the free marches. Head there.
Yeah. Free marches have always been kind to our people.
Thankfully. And I just clear up space on the ox cart. Don't mind the meat. Don't mind the bear
That's
shit.
fair.
It's fine.
Yeah. She looks genuinely impressed when she sees the bear fur. She's like, God damn. All right.
Before I go,
I
to
look
the-
at the Kunari child and say in Kunlat, "My name is Sorana. What is yours?"
That's a good question. I closed my notes. 1 second.
Hold up.
Control
I
Shift
was-
T, buddy.
I was about to end session. That's why I closed my notes.
I know the baby's name.
That's on
My
me,
name
Chief.
is-
And that's where we're gonna pick up next session.
Yeah.
Yay!
And
hey,
that's where we're gonna pick now. Da.
My name is, and then the buffering signal just swirls around.
on her forehead.
Yep.
Play the
Exactly.
soundbite. The next time one, whatever.
Yeah.
To be continued. My name
Yeah.
is.
Continued.
Yeah. Yeah, she just goes, my name is
Slim Shady.
We'll only do that if she's a massive plot point in the future.
Yeah.
I just broke. I just broke Streamlabs.
Good job.
It's
Man,
fine.
the suspense at the end of the video when everybody's like, "What the fuck is her name?"
What is her name? No, she looks at you and she just goes, or they go, she's not sure if it's a boy or girl, but they just go, they say in Kunlat, Arvri, which you know is typically a boy's name.
Okay. Very well. Store that for later.
Which is Arvri, Arvri.
Yeah, I'll just make sure they are comfortable here, all that type of jazz. We are moving. Okay.
Moving
And
and
before we
schmoving.
move, I would go and get Serana and say, so, do you think your people in the free marches in Kirkwall, they would
I was
give us
about-
something?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, as a child, but
Remember the Tal'dorei barbarian that attacked us? I sent him there too.
yeah, I
At this
remember.
point, at this point, Shokrakar is gonna have to pay me for all these new recruits.
Better than risking her life. At least she would have people to protect her and her child. All right, I will go back to whatever it is that I was doing. Because this is too crowded right now. I'm just a small little human man. I'll go back to whatever cart Morocco is in, because I think that's where we were going.
You all continue
No.
on. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Naru's riding next to the wagon, and if like the girl ever like glances at the boy, sorry, ever glances at him, he will just try to give like a reassuring smile.
Yeah, he smiles back at you in like this, very polite manner, but is very closed off a bit. Like,
Traumatized, so traumatized. Of course, they are. It is
yeah.
just Nahara being like,
Nah,
smile
imagine
because
how-
what's the other option? Cry?
Imagine how much more traumatized she would be if we killed everyone. As traumatized as Verlin.
Mhm.
Not even close.
Yeah, not even close.
Not even close.
That poor child.
Hey Verlin, we found a new friend. They're traumatized just like you. Here you go.
Yeah, okay.
You all continue
Guys-
traveling.
Gonna
For the
start the
day.
worst orphanage.
And
Night begins to fall, but it's not dark. As you can see up ahead, lit like a bright beacon, Nevarra City. Immediately you see the inviting, massive statue that sits on the Mananta River of King Marcus Pentagast, the previous ruler of Nevarra,
He's
bef-
dead.
before he was
He's gone.
unceremoniously assassinated.
He looks better with a head.
You can see you can see stretching up towards the sky the massive Castrum Draconis, the castle of the monarchy of Nevarra. And you can see a number of other buildings stretching up. Beautiful. Black, polished marble. The architecture is something to behold. You can see the domed, massive structure, slightly lower in height than Castrum Draconis, the Grand Necropolis. You have arrived in Nevarra City. And that is where we'll pick up next session.
Wow, just because I don't have my Nora game, you're cutting it short today. Ugh.
Mortalitazi, baby.
What session?
Gonna talk to some fucking necromancers, baby.
Baby.
Hey, listen, I am no judgmental.
Guys, we saved a child.
Take the
We
child.
did it. We
Alright,
did it.
high five all
We won.
around.
Tim, you forgot to say that we leveled up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saving a child.
Thanks for reminding him.
definitely.
I did, didn't I?
That's-
We completed
Yeah.
a mission without killing anything. I mean, come on.
I mean,
If
a
that's not a
milestone.
milestone, yep.
Technically, you did
Mark this
reach
day.
Nevarra City, so you did level up.
Yeah. Holy
Goodbye,
shit.
Internet!
Oh,